What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement for the WWE Elimination Chamber, the final pay-per-view match before WrestleMania, bringing a strong title match card tonight. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, of course, Elimination Chamber itself, will Austin Theory hold on and retain his United States Championship title, or will he lose it tonight? Who's going to face Bianca Belair in the Women's Elimination Chamber? They meet Bianca Belair for the women's title at WrestleMania. That's going to happen. We're setting it off right now tonight with the Women's Elimination Chamber. We also have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Edge, who started the Judgment Day, is now fighting against the Judgment Day. The Men's Elimination Chamber should be pretty good as well. Roman Reigns and Samy Zayn will cap off the night. Who knows what kind of mess is going to happen with Roman Reigns, Samy Zayn, the Bloodline, Paul Heyman, the Wise Man. Even Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy were getting involved in this stuff, telling them they need to stay away. So there's going to be a whole bunch of craziness when that Roman Reigns and Samy Zayn match for the Universal title belt happens tonight. The winner of that faces Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for all the titles, for all the marbles. So it's going to be an exciting, exciting match tonight. We're setting it off with the Women's Elimination Chamber, getting ready to set off right now. First one in, Evil Asuka. Not Asuka anymore, Evil Asuka. It's her new character. It's a new gimmick that the MMA, that the WWE is pushing. So Evil Asuka is my prediction. She's going to win this one. She's going to win this one. 1 second, guys. I'm still setting up. Still setting up. There we go. Anybody new in the base, subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Let's get this thing rolling. Gunner! OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Gunner, first in the basement. First back in the basement. Basement mascot Rocco accounted for in the basement. Bond, another Cellar Dweller, back in the basement. Bond's available. Lockport, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Diehard wrestling fan. Lockport in the basement. Manab, OG Cellar Dweller, another diehard wrestling fan. Manab in the basement. Bond, I already shouted you out. I'm just going down the names. Bond, hit that like button on the way into the basement. Yes. Gunner, Rocco. Rocco's ready for the Elimination Chamber. Setting it off with the women's first. Setting it off with the women's first. We got, it's going to be exciting. I love the Elimination Chamber. Love it. Love it. Rocco just went outside. He got a little something to eat, and now ready to go. He's ready to go. Evil Asuka is my pick for winning the Women's Elimination Chamber. Raquel Rodriguez is coming out right now. Nikki Cross is in it. Carmella, Natalia. This is going to be an exciting match. I didn't know they were going to set it off with this one. The one at the end of the night is the one I'm waiting for. Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. That's going to be such a mess. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. They've met 2 times and they've split. So you got the rubber match tonight between those two. My prediction in that one is that it's going to be a draw. I guarantee you MVP and Hurt Business is going to come out. They're going to mess this thing up, and it's going to continue over into WrestleMania. It's my prediction. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley will come to a draw tonight, and it's going to wind up at WrestleMania. That is my prediction on that one. Austin Theory, I predict he's going to retain his United States Championship belt tonight and bring that to the WrestleMania as well. I don't see Theory losing his belt tonight. Don't see it happening. So Raquel Rodriguez is out there. Evil Asuka is already out there. Getting ready to set this off. I'm ready. Nikki Cross coming out. Carmella is already here. Watch out. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, guys. I'm looking forward to I love the Elimination Chamber. It's one of my favorite matches of the year. I think it's so freaking cool. Liv Morgan's coming out too, but I don't see her winning that tonight. I don't see Liv winning this tonight. I don't see her winning it. I see Evil Asuka taking the Women's Elimination Chamber. That's what I see happening here. Guys, if you're new in the basement, subscribe, hit the bell notice and like button. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Boston, what was the final? I don't even know the final score in that. Oh, they didn't even score in the third period, but the Islanders did. They won 6-2, Boston, 6-2. So I basically covered the whole game in the 2 periods that I did. And I'll tell you what, with everything I had to do, I barely made it back into the basement. Bruin, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Bruins in the basement. Natalia is coming out right now. Natalia is coming out right now. Natalia won the Fatal 4-Way on Monday night to get into this deal. So this is going to be an exciting match right now. Exciting match. Look at that. It's going to be an exciting match. Again, Evil Asuka is who I'm picking to win this tonight. Evil Asuka is who I'm picking to win the Women's Elimination Chamber. Featherstone, another Cellar Dweller, another Aussie representing the basement. Back in. What's up? Good day, everyone. Can't stay long, but I've got a little time. Awesome. Appreciate you coming in, hitting the like button. And Bruin, I just checked the Bruins score. I didn't see any of the third period. It looks like I did the entire game for the first 2 periods. They won 6-2, so I missed 1 Islander goal in the third period. Who cares? You guys killed them. That was worth it. That was fun. That got it going. That set off the night. The Islanders getting smashed. Set off the night right. That's how we do it. So let's continue on with the wrestling right now. I love it. Yeah, Bruin. Rocco's like wide awake right now. He slept during the whole Bruins-Islanders game. He's wide awake, so it's going to be a busy night in the basement. We'll see. Here comes Liv Morgan now as well. Boston just sat out the third period pretty much. Yeah, Gunnar, it seems like that, right? I looked at the score. They just went out there, like a boxer that's already won the fight. What does he do in the 11th and 12th round? Just kind of dances around. That's probably what Boston did the whole third period because the Islanders gave him no reason to worry. Bond just had some Vegemite on toast. I don't even know what that is, brother. I don't even know what that is, but good for you. Truba, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Truba, not a wrestling fan, but in the basement anyway. What's up, Truba? Mark this date down. I never thought I'd join a group chat for fake wrestling. Let's go. There you go, Truba. There you go. Macho Man, brother. Macho Man, Truba. There he is. Come on, Truba. Come on, man. Wrestling's great entertainment, man. It's great entertainment. The results may be fake, but the moves and it's awesome entertainment now. Come on, man. Come on, Truba. Appreciate the support. Guys coming in. Hit that like button. Everybody else, if you're new, subscribe, bell notice. Let's get it going. Natalia and Liv Morgan setting it off right now in the Elimination Chamber. Setting it off. The winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber faces Bianca Belair for the women's title. The women's title at WrestleMania. Manav, OG Cellar Dweller. Manav, very funny. Truba Train. He's not a wrestling fan at all, Manav, but that's okay. He's in the basement and he's hanging out. And the Islanders got killed today, got destroyed and embarrassed, and we loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. Every single second of that. That was awesome. Featherstone, I remember when Undertaker was in an elimination chamber and he got badly burned coming through the pyrotechnics. Yes, that's a true story. They had to keep dousing him with water through the chamber. Yes. The biggest tragedy I ever saw was at WrestleMania when Owen Hart fell from the rafters. That's the scariest one. He died, man. Bret Hart's brother. Owen Hart, that was awful. That was awful. People thought it was part of the show. Love it. Natalia is getting slammed into the cage right now by Liv. And Liv lost her SmackDown championship to Ronda Rousey back in November. I don't see Liv winning this. I see Evil Asuka. Evil Asuka, I see winning this. Just change their character over. I just see them running with that gimmick. I think Evil Asuka, that's my call for this one. She's still in the chamber. She hasn't been called out yet. Manav, great shirt, Johnny. Yes, sir. Austin, that's the man. I got a few wrestling T-shirts. I got an Undertaker also, but that one's in the wash, so I couldn't wear that. So I said, let me put this one on. Gunna might be fake, but it's fun to watch. Oh, hell yeah. It's awesome to watch. It's awesome to watch. They had a time after the DX period and after, the DX and the Attitude Era, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Road Dogg, The Rock, Stone Cold. When that era left, they had a bit of a downtime where it just wasn't that exciting. They just lost the creativity part of it. I don't know. But when that era went away, it was a tough sell. But it's always been entertaining. That's why it's World Wrestling Entertainment. It's pure entertainment. Just like watching the movies or whatever else. I love it. I'll always love it. I watched it growing up. My son watched it when he was growing up with me. So, and now we're all just still in it. So, Featherstone, did you hear that Macho Man's brother, Leaping Lanny Poffo, passed away? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wow, did he really? Nikki Cross, Asuka, who's coming out? We got Liv Morgan and Natalya going at it right now. Looks like Raquel Rodriguez is entering in. Now we got 3. Raquel is in there. Raquel is controlling fully everything. She's got Liv Morgan on the ropes, slammed Natalya around. Raquel Rodriguez is controlling. We're still waiting on Nikki Cross, Evil Asuka to come out. Gunner, I read that. No, I didn't know that. Lanny, I got to look that up, Featherstone. I had no idea. You can't believe Macho Man's been gone for a while now, too. Bruin, you saw that? Damn, that must have been horrible. It was during the match in it was Over the Edge. I said WrestleMania. It was Over the Edge match. It was Over the Edge. They don't run it as that title anymore. But it was in 98 or 99. Yeah, he was bringing lower down from the rafters on the bungee kind of cord or whatever it was. And it snapped and he fell from it and died. Like, everybody thought it was part of the show. You know what I mean? Like, everybody thought it was part of the show, but it wasn't. Scary, man. Scary. Gunner, worst thing I've ever seen live was Hamlin. That's the worst. That was pretty bad, man. Owen Hart died. Hamlin, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in the regular of the major sports. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Before that, I saw Dennis Byrd get paralyzed 1992 for the Jets. That was really sickening. His whole head went back. Raquel Rodriguez has Natalya right now outside the ring. Liv came in. She caught her. Now she's gonna slam her into the cage. No, she did. Natalya reversed it. Yeah. Dennis Byrd, Scott Mercero was his teammate. They came in. Defensive lineman for the Jets, 92. They came in to sack the quarterback. The quarterback stepped up. He stepped up to avoid it. Dennis Byrd hit his teammate, Scott Mercero, hit him right in the chest as they were two big dudes running like at each other. And his head went all the way back. It rammed into Mercero's chest and snapped back. And Dennis Byrd became paralyzed, man. That was and they finished the game, by the way. They finished the game. Insane. They probably wouldn't do that today, but back then they actually finished the game. Liv had Natalya down for the 2 count. Oh, Raquel's back in now. She caught Liv. They're tag teaming on her right now. Natalya, is one of the Hart Foundation. Jim Neidhart is Natalya's father. Did anybody know that? Natalya's father is Jim Neidhart. I think it's Jim Neidhart from the Hart Foundation. Remember them? Flex, another cellar dweller, another Aussie accounted for. Flex in the basement. What's up, Flex? What's happening, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Nikki Cross coming in right now. She's insane. Nikki Cross is crazy. She's insane. She's going after everybody right now. I still say Evil Asuka is going to win this thing, who has not come out yet. She has not come out yet. So we got Carmella and Evil Asuka still to come out. Gunnar, it's sad how many people think that Hamlin situation was all fake or that he's dead and they just have you know what's sad, Gunnar? The absurd storyline that is, and the people that believe it. There's people that believe that Hamlin is really dead and this is a clone. There's people that truly believe this right now. That is ridiculous. 100% ridiculous, man. 100% ridiculous. But yeah, they believe it. The news doesn't talk about him anymore. Notice how nobody's asking how his recovery is going. All of a sudden, everybody pulled away from the story. It's that the guy recovered. It's not going to be a top story anymore. But people think, it's because he passed away. It's so dumb, Gunnar. You're right. It's ridiculous. But people nowadays are so gullible, they believe everything. People believe anything. Flex, watching Philip Hughes get his... and the playing cricket and ended up passing away was hard to watch. Wow, that must have been, watching anybody. There was an umpire in baseball here that had a heart attack right during a game and died. It happens. It was during a St. Louis Cardinals game. It was years ago, but I remember that. I didn't see it live, but I remember about it. Bruin, I didn't see it live, but Clint, neck injury is one of the worst. Oh, man. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I didn't see that live either, but that's another famous injury. It's just bad. The goalie. Is that the Sabres goalie? Was that the guy that got his jugular cut? I forget that guy's name. I think that was. Oh, right off the top. Nikki Cross jumped and knocked off Raquel, Natalia, and Liv Morgan. That was Clint Malarchuk, right? That was the guy that got his throat cut for the Sabres, right? The goalie had his throat slashed from the skate. Wasn't that Malarchuk? I think so. Manav, Owen Hart was trying to do what Shawn Michaels did at WrestleMania. Owen Hart was a great wrestler. I'm sorry he died. He was. And his brother, Bret the Hitman Hart. I mean, they're both insane wrestlers, no doubt. Way Back is back. Another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie in the basement. What's up, Way Back? Who's been body slammed? Everybody. Raquel Rodriguez, Natalia, Liv Morgan is having a problem right now with Nikki Cross. Carmella and Evil Asuka are still waiting to come in, and one of the two are coming. Carmella is now entering the Elimination Chamber. Carmella's going to tag Liv right off the bat. Nope, she didn't get her. Now she's trying for Natalia. 1, 2, didn't get her. There's people laid out right now. Carmella tried for both. The winner of this, again, challenges Bianca Belair for the women's title. Carmella's talking too much crap to Asuka, who's still in the chamber. She hasn't even been released yet. Carmella needs to pay attention. Nikki Cross going after Carmella right now. And she went back in her chamber. Flex, Mrs. Flex says good day as well. She not long woken up after a big night out. Tell her we all said what's up to her as well. Appreciate that she lets you support the channel. And we need the support, so tell her thank you very much. Guys, don't forget, hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Keep it rolling in here. Manav, good evening from California. Mrs. Flex. All right. Featherstone, another shocker was when Psycho Sid. Oh, Psycho Sid. What a wrestler. Oh, my gosh. Psycho Sid jumped off the top rope and snapped his leg. Still makes me want to hurl. That was disgusting. I remember that. I would not have thought about it until you just brought that up. But yeah, Psycho Sid. Remember him? Oh, my gosh. Raquel Rodriguez just eliminated Nikki Cross. I'm trying to hear if that's really true or not because it looked like she only got the 2 count in. Let me see it again. Make sure. 1, 2. No, she did. She got her. Nikki Cross has been eliminated. Raquel just threw Liv Morgan right into the chains on the. Oh, Liv is climbing the steel cage. She's climbing the steel cage. I got Raquel and Natalya. Oh, what a kick! Natalya just kicked it. Raquel just kicked Natalya right in the gut. Now she's going to slam her right into the turnbuckle. This is great. Evil Asuka's still not come out yet. I'm telling you, that's who's going to win this. I'm telling you. Bruin, yeah, that was him. I thought so. Malarchuk, yeah, man. That skate coming up and slicing his throat. I didn't see it live either, but I've seen it replayed enough times. Not in a long time. That's not something I really want to see anymore. But that's why the goalies in hockey now notice they have that guard now that covers their throat area. Because back then, when he was goalie, those skates are Ginsu knives, man. They're sharp as hell. So he probably sliced his throat like butter. What a move by Liv Morgan on Raquel. Raquel got out of it. Carmella just tried to pin her, man. She got out of it. Well, I don't know how Raquel even got up from that move. What a move by Liv Morgan. Come on. Evil Asuka's coming out in 3, 2, 1. She's coming out. Here we go. And I'm telling you right now, she's winning this thing. She's going straight after Carmella. Straight after her. She is banging her around. Oh, she is all over Carmella. Carmella's been messing with Asuka for a while. And before tonight, too. Amazing. She is kicking the crap out of her. Bruin happened in 88 or 89. Okay. Yeah, it was a while ago. A long time ago. I was barely out of high school. I remember that, man. She just got out of that. Liv Morgan and Raquel are still laid out. Asuka's all over Carmella. All over her. Natalya's still laid out, too. The only one eliminated right now is Nikki. She's the only one eliminated to this point. Wrestling must be staged, but the athleticism is real, and so are the injuries. No back. We all know the results we know the results are fake. We know they're pre-planned, but the athleticism, it's like watching a movie. We know the choreography is amazing. The wrestling is fun. The crap talking, all of it. It's entertainment. This is pure entertainment. I love it. I've always loved wrestling. Me and all my friends growing up, man. I saw the first WrestleMania when Hulk Hogan and Mr. T were a tag team. And they went against Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, and Rowdy Piper. Mr. Wonderful and Rowdy Piper versus Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. Growing up, me and my friends, we were all Mr. T fans. Mr. T was the man when we were growing up. Liv Morgan off the top out of Asuka trying to pin her. No! I call her Asuka. I know her name's Asuka, but I call her Asuka. That's just the way I've always been. Liv with the power slam. No, Natalya won't. No, she got out of it. Oh, double knee on Natalya's head by Liv Morgan. Oh, this is a great match. She is all over Natalya, and Carmella just broke that all up. Natalya's got her in, I still call it the Walls of Jericho, the old Chris Jericho move. I don't know what Natalya calls it, but it's the old Chris Jericho move, the Walls of Jericho. That's what it looks like. Liv trying not to tap. Liv trying not to tap. Trying to get to the ropes. Raleigh, another OG cellar dweller accounted for. Raleigh's in the basement. What's up, Raleigh? I fell off WWE after Ray and Senior. Did you really? Get back into it, brother, because Triple H is taking over the creativity department from Vince, And it's been awesome, man. He's bringing back stables. The wrestling has been incredible. He's bringing back older names. He's bringing back guys that were kicked out of the WWE and bringing them back in. Get back into it, Raleigh. This is awesome stuff now, man. Bulldog, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bulldog in the basement. Bulldog, hey, Johnny and Dwellers, glad to be in the basement tonight. Yup, happy to have you in here, brother. Gunner. I didn't see it, but it was Sabres goalie Clint Malarchuk. Luckily, a trainer that turned out to be a former combat medic saved his life by pinching the vein until the doctors got to him. That was scary. That's a scary thing to have. In the middle of the game, you're bleeding from your jugular, man. Like, your survival rate is minimal. Oh, Carmella just kicked Natalya right in the face, got her off Asuka. Natalya's eliminated that fast. She had Asuka. I'm sorry, I'm saying Asuka's name right. Asuka, she had her in the walls of Jericho. I'm still calling her by that name. And Carmella kicked Natalya right in the face, got on her. Boom, 1, 2, 3, gone. So Nikki Cross eliminated. Natalya eliminated. Gunner, I didn't see it. I just read that. Brawley, I do love the Stone Cold shirt, Johnny. I had a staff sergeant in the Corps who was just like him. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Stone Cold was my favorite. Macho Man. I mean, I'm going back, man. I'm going back, but I like the Bloodline. I love the Bloodline story, man. Roman Reigns and the Usos. I know they're annoying a lot of people, but I love them. I have that shirt. Cody Rhodes. I've always been a Cody Rhodes fan. I have his shirt too. Always been Cody Rhodes fan. I'm going for him in WrestleMania. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he won the Royal Rumble. Carmelo and Asuka teaming up. Raquel is out. Raquel Rodriguez is out. It's down to Carmella and Asuka. As far as I can see, I think everybody else has been eliminated. Oh, Carmella almost had Asuka. Almost had her. Almost had her. The winner of this now, Carmella or Asuka, is going to challenge Bianca Belair for the women's title. I'm telling you, it's going to be Asuka. I said it at the beginning of the Elimination Chamber that she's going to win this. It's Asuka and Carmella right now. Now, Asuka has been the tag team champion. She's been the SmackDown women's champion, and she was the 24/7 champion as well. But Asuka, I still think Asuka's going to win. Why? Because she became evil Asuka. They just changed her gimmick, so they got to ride that gimmick. So my WWE, going back to WWF experience, tells me the new gimmick rules. It's going to be evil Asuka. Watch, she's got her in a move right now. What did I tell you? Asuka won. Asuka's going to challenge Bianca Belair for the women's title match at WrestleMania. I told you Asuka was going to win. I told you she was going to win. Knew it. I knew it. They changed the gimmick to evil Asuka. When they change a gimmick on somebody and change someone's title, change someone's appearance, they're going to ride that gimmick. That's how I knew she was going to win this elimination. I did an educated guess breakdown when I did my predictions for today, for tonight's WrestleMania. I had predictions in every single match, and every one I dissected down to how I think the WWE is going to play these things out. And because they changed her to evil Asuka, that right there is a new gimmick, new character for a character that's already been here, but new character title. That tells me they're going to ride that gimmick. Evil Asuka was going to win, and she did. 1-0 in my predictions so far. Bond, Johnny, here's a fun fact for you. Australian cricket player David Boone consumed 52 cans of beer on a flight from Sydney to London in '89. Wow. I was never a big beer drinker, Bond, so he could probably, wow. That's pretty impressive, man. I was Jack Daniels all the way, including Sunday. Bruin, crazy that the trainer served in Vietnam. That's insane. He is blessed to have somebody around with that kind of knowledge of what to do, man, because that is some serious, scary business, man. You're playing with seconds. Seconds. Bulldog, the Stone Cold Stunner, one of the best moves in wrestling history. Oh, no doubt. Stone Cold Stunner I loved it. Awesome. Awesome. Way back, the greatest match of all time, Andre versus Hogan. Of course, Hogan picked up Andre the Giant. Remember that? Remember that? Oh, man. Insane. Insane. Yeah, I hope the Rangers make it 8 in a row tonight, too. And I'm sorry that they're playing tonight, man. I wanted to do that game. I wish they had played tomorrow. I wanted to do that game. All right, guys, Asuka won now. All right, that's one match down. Asuka won the Women's Elimination Chamber. She's going to face Bianca Belair. That's what we got going on right now. So the Flames and the Rangers, yeah, that's a big game. There's a lot of heated animosity going into tonight after last week's game where Trouba was just laying out everybody. Then there was fights, bad blood. Oh, yeah, there was a hockey game that went on during that event as well. That should be an interesting game tonight. I'm going to miss it because I do all WWE pay-per-view events. WWE rules the day today. Bulldog, nobody is more evil than The Undertaker in WWF, WWE history. Yeah. I like the original Kane, not the way they ended up making Kane. The original Kane, when he came out as Undertaker's brother, the original Kane was a scary-looking dude. Never said a word, had the mask on. The original Kane's appearance was incredible, and they should have kept that running that way for the rest of his time. But anyway. Bruin, of course, Asuka won. Yep, and I told you why she was going to win. They changed her whole thing. They changed her to Evil Asuka. They changed her whole appearance, her gimmick, everything. So when the WWE does that throughout their history, when they do that, they're going to ride that. I just had a feeling, educated guess, that she was going to win that tonight because of who she is now. Evil Asuka. They're not going to have her lose. It's like Austin Theory tonight, I think, is going to hold on to his United States belt because the guys in the Elimination Chamber, who is there really storyline in that chamber to take over that belt from Theory tonight without letting it go to WrestleMania? Bronson Reed doesn't have enough backing yet. He just came out. And it doesn't look like the fans are really gravitating to him too much. Johnny Gargano, guy's been it's like they're clowning the guy since he's been back. Damian Priest isn't even the main guy of Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio joining Judgment Day are more of a factor than Damian Priest is. Seth Rollins has a good shot at taking that belt. Seth Rollins, to me, has the best shot at taking that belt. You guys really typed a lot. Let me catch up. We're at commercial break right now. Undertaker, read that, Bulldog. Of course, Asuka won. Brad, welcome back into the basement. Brad, this is the best channel on YouTube. Glad to be back, Johnny. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. Appreciate it. I always tell people I don't have the biggest chat, but we have the most knowledgeable guys, the best talk in here, the best times in here, man. That's why. We all get to collab in here pretty well, man. Thanks for the compliment, Brad. Featherstone, wrestling is real or not real. Only the outcome is predetermined. Yes, agreed. How they get there is up to the wrestlers. They talk to each other throughout the match and say what they're going to do next. Amen. That's exactly what happens. The winner is predetermined, and they figure it out throughout and throughout. And the entertainment of it is outstanding. And that's why people say, oh, why do you watch that? It's fake. Well, then why do you go to the movies? You go to the movies for entertainment, right? You watch a lot of games for entertainment. This is exactly what it says it is, entertainment. People that treat this as a sport, well, what other sport ends exactly at the time they say it's going to end? Not one sport does that. So we wrestling diehard fans all know that it is predetermined and fake, the results, not the athleticism, not the incredible moves and the training that these guys do, and the injuries these guys get are real. Like Randy Orton is still out. On a major injury. Cody Rhodes did tear his pectoral muscle back in May in Hell in a Cell. He just came back at the Royal Rumble. These are real injuries. So, but it is what it says it is. Monday Night Raw starts at 8, ends at 11. What other sport can tell you what time it's exactly going to end and then ends exactly at that time? So, yes, we know it's all predetermined. But it is exciting to watch. It's exciting to watch. I love it. I love old school kung fu movies, and I don't mean just Bruce Lee. I mean Venom Mob and Invincible Shaolin and movies like that, to where, you know, the voiceovers are always terrible. They never match up the voiceovers with how they're talking. I am infatuated with those movies. I love old school kung fu. Oh, love them. I know it's, and why? Because it's entertaining. The choreography in those movies are second to none. The fights are amazing. Why do we watch it? It's entertainment. So yes, Featherstone, I agree. Bond, way back. Yep, I think break the record for the most beers drank on a flight. Oh my gosh. Just lost my place as usual, guys. You should be used to that. Gunner, Clint Malachuk had lost 1.5 liters of blood. Man, needed 300 stitches as the slash was 6 inches long. He was back on the ice 10 days later because he's a hockey player. We get right back on the ice, do we not? I think we're doing the almighty Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar right now. These guys have split. This is the rubber match. Bobby took one. Brock took another. My prediction for this one, Brock and Bobby Lashley are going to come to a draw and finish this at WrestleMania. Why do I say that? Because if Brock wins or Bobby wins, there's no storyline left for WrestleMania. I'm telling you, the Hurt Business, MVP, and the boys may come out and disrupt. However this turns out, neither one of these guys is winning tonight. It's going to turn out to be a draw that has to be continued at WrestleMania. I'm calling it now, and that's what I think. You guys, who's going to win this match? And you think I'm right? I'm telling you, this match is going to come to a draw. It's going to come to a draw. These two have been battling. The storyline is getting a little old now, so they got to do something with it. They're not going to end it tonight at Elimination Chamber. I guarantee it's going to go to the W. It's going to go. I got to slow it down because we're in the basement. Going to go to WrestleMania. There it is. That's my prediction for this, and they're about to set that off. I'm looking forward to this one. Featherstone, and everything hurts, but they just tune it out. I stubbed my toe and I'm complaining. Right. That's how we all are. That's how we are. Bulldog, they pre-planned Brock Lesnar breaking the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania. Yep, they did. Absolutely, they did. Brad, I used to love the Hardys. Oh, the Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys were funny, and Edge and Christian era. And the hardcore matches with Steve Blackman and Al Snow and company. No doubt. Yeah, the NWO back then, they were great. The Four Horsemen with, oh my gosh, you guys see Steve McMichael? Prayers out to him, man. He's dealing with ALS, man. He's as thin as a rail now. Steve McMichael, the great part of that defense from the 85 Bears, and then one of the Four Horsemen, one of the greatest stables wrestling's ever had. With Ric Flair and freaking Steve McMichael, man. It's really sad. You got to check it out. It's really sad. Really sad. But yeah, Brad, good calls, man. Christian, Edge, Hardys, the Dudley Boys, man. DX era with Triple H, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Shawn Michaels. Man, we're talking old school stuff. Scott, another cellar dweller accounted for. Scott is in the basement. What's up, Scott? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here, Scott. How's things, man? Bulldog, Scott, welcome to the basement. Scott, she's gone back to Cana. Who has? I missed something. Oh, Rollins. Okay, gotcha. Georgia, Johnny, who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Oh, boy. Got a few, man. Undertaker's one. Stone Cold's another. The Rock was one. I like Rey Mysterio a lot. I still like Rey Mysterio, man. To be the guy that he is at the age he's at, and the incredible moves that he does, and the athleticism that he shows. I love Rey Mysterio as well. I loved Chris Jericho was another favorite of mine, although I don't watch him in AEW. I don't watch AEW. I just stick with WWE. That's enough. I do too much with the sports as it is. I can't keep up with all of them. So Chris Jericho, I know, is over there. I like the Shield a lot too. The Shield is a group. I like them a lot. I love the Wyatts when they first came out. Luke, unfortunately, I know he passed away, but he was over in AEW already. But I wish Dean Ambrose, I know he's John Moxley in AEW, but I wish Dean Ambrose was still over here. Junkyard Dog was another one of my favorites from way, way back. The Bushwhackers. The Bushwhackers were one of my favorite tag team guys. You guys remember the Bushwhackers? They'd come out. They'd come walking down like this. Oh, they were hilarious. I love the Bushwhackers. They were funny. Bon, I'm watching wrestling now, and Rocky 3 is just starting on TV. Clubber Lang. What's your prediction for the fight? He said, pain. Come on, I'm telling you, we were all huge Mr. T fans, me and my friends growing up. Mr. T was the man. That was like my hero when I was a kid. Featherstead, yes, they did, Bulldog. Taker is a company man and does what's best for WWE. I disagree that it was best doing that to him, though. Yeah, right. I think they should have let him keep that undefeated title. Gunner, Panthers forward, Richard Zednek suffered a very similar injury in Buffalo in 2008. Did he really? Wow. There was another skater, I don't remember his name, but he had his wrist cut during a game, and there was blood pouring out everywhere. That was maybe within the last 10 years. Here comes Brock. Here comes Lesnar right now. This is going to be a great match, him and Bobby Lashley, the Almighty. This is going to be an epic match. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a draw. I'm telling you. Let me catch up on these. Peso, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Peso in the basement. What's up, Peso? Gunna, Peso, Bulldog. Yep. Welcoming King B. King B, another Cellar Dweller accounted for. The King in the basement. JB to 5,000. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nice call on Evil Oscar. What's your take on the Leafs getting Ryan O'Reilly? They spent a boatload of picks to get him. I think they spent a little too much to get him. I understand Toronto Maple Leafs have not won a playoff series since 2004, and they're doing everything under the sun to get past that ugliness. They're like the Cowboys of the NHL. They haven't won anything since 2004. I know the Cowboys are since 1995, but you get the point. They're trying desperately to get over the hump and taking a chance on Matt Murray and Samsonov as their goalies, where other people have written them off, was a big chance because the Maple Leafs have had a hard time getting goalies since what? Curtis Joseph? Felix Potvin? Remember Felix Potvin? He was a goalie for the Maple Leafs. They've had a hard time finding some, and so they took a chance. Here we go, underway. Brock lifts up Lashley right away into the turnbuckle, right into the corner belt. Lesnar, Suplex City, right off the bat, suplex. This is going to be a great match. It's another match I was looking forward to seeing. Scott, predetermined is a better word than fake. Amen. I agree. Predetermined. That's a great word to put it. Great word to put it. Raleigh, thank you for the donation, Raleigh. Thank you, man, for the basement. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment, brother. Appreciate it, Raleigh. Really do, man. Thank you for the good wishes, brother. I appreciate it, man. Gunnar, Raleigh, Bulldog, Raleigh, shout out for your super chat. Yep. Appreciate it, Raleigh. King, when it comes to professional wrestling, those who understand need no explanation. And those who do not understand, no explanation will do. That is a perfect, you nailed it, King. Oh, what a move by Bobby. 1, 2, Lesnar's out of it. What a great move. King, you nailed it. That's the best way to explain it right there. You nailed it, King. There we go. Lashley's setting up Lesnar right now. Speared him. Boom. Lesnar down again. That's 2 spears Lashley's gotten off on him. 2. That's 2 spears Lashley's pulled off on Lesnar's having a hard time getting up. He's going for the hurt lock. He's looking like he's setting up for the hurt lock. He's trying. Lesnar's not letting him do it. Lesnar keeps pushing down. He's got one hand in. He's trying to hurt lock. He's got one hand in. Brock is blocking it right now. He reversed it. F5. F5 bomber right there. He reversed it on Bobby. F5. 1, 2. He's out of it. He's out of it. What a reversal. He had the hurt lock on him. He got up to here. He almost had it, and he turned it on him. Beautiful move. I knew this was one another match I was really looking forward to. You know that Roman Reigns, Samy Zayn is going to be a mess at the end of this night. You know it's going to be a mess. King, when it comes to, I'm going to read it again because you nailed it. When it comes to professional wrestling, those who understand need no explanation. And those who do not understand, no explanation will do. You nailed it. That is the best way of putting it. Another F5 by Lesnar. Another F5. That's a great thing, King, right there. That is awesome. Scott, I like that. And put in the fighter's pit. Amen. I like that too, brother. Good call on that, Scott. Raleigh, I canceled my membership to another channel, so my $5 a month going to the basement. Thank you, Raleigh. Thank you. I know I haven't set up a membership thing yet, but it's coming. It's coming, Raleigh. It's coming. I haven't set up a membership thing yet, but it's coming. Thank you, though, Raleigh. I appreciate it, brother. Again, this channel doesn't happen without you guys. Without you guys. Without you guys, it'd be me and Rocco watching this. The basement mascot. Oh, Lashley just going for another F5. Lashley reversed it. Lashley with a spear off the ropes. What a reversal by Lashley, man. He was set up for the F5, and he reversed it. He's speared Lesnar 3 times now. 3 times. These guys are going at it, man. They are going at it. Lashley, he's going for the hurt lock again, I can tell. There he goes. He's trying. He's got one arm in. He's got it. He's locked in. Bobby's locked in. He's got the hurt lock locked in. He's all up there like that. He's got it. Oh, he's got it. He's pulling Lesnar down. Oh, he got it in tight, man. He's got it in tight. He's got him locked down, and he's pushing Lesnar down. He stood back up. Lesnar's like this right now. He's trying to break it. He's trying to break the hurt lock. I would love to see a Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns title match. I would love to see that. Wow, Brock just, he back kicked him. Almighty won on a disqualification. Brock kicked him where. He won. Wow, I was wrong. I said it was going to come to a draw. He delivered a low blow that fast, and the match is over. Oh, Brock is choking the ref. He's F5 in the ref. He F5 the ref. Brock F5 the ref. Lesnar is in a mode now. Watch out. He's in a mode. Lashley won, though. They gave it to him. Brock got disqualified. Here's another F5 on Lashley. Brock is going insane now. He's going insane. Brock was desperate. He had the hurt. Lashley had the hurt lock deep. He had him locked in deep. That Brock had to resort to going to a low blow. Low blow, literally low blow. And got rightfully disqualified for that. Now he's tearing up the announcers' tables. You know how it goes. Lashley's on the already F5 the ref. He is going to F5 Lashley on the announcers' table. There, boom. Oh, right through the whole table. Brock is in beast mode. He's in beast mode right now because he lost. He was going to lose anyway. He wasn't getting out of that hurt lock. He wasn't getting out of it. He had to kick him into you-know-what. He had to low blow him. Brock is pulling the ref out. He's going to do something to the ref outside the ring now. He's F5 in the ref. He's F5 in a ref on the broken down table. Oh! He F5 the ref on the table. Lashley's out. The ref is out. Brock is leaving now. That was too quick a match. That was too quick a match. After all that build-up, Brock, that was too quick. That was way too quick. That means that the Roman Samy thing's going to be drawn out. You watch. Where are we at? Lockport, this has the possibility. I know, it had the possibility. I'm a little behind on the comments right now, Lockport. That was a little disappointing. It started out great. Lashley spearing the hell out of Lesnar. Lesnar F5 on him, going back and forth, and then, I don't like the way that ended. I wanted a draw. I wanted to continue on to WrestleMania. Featherstone, Brock is one tough SOB. I saw one of the Hardys smack his fair in the face with a chair. No hands up, and he just stood there and glared at him. Yeah, Brock is not a dude I'd want to mess around with, man. Trying to get my place. Man, you guys have been typing a lot. All right, hold on. Let me catch up to where the hell I'm at. There you go. Featherstone read that. Bruin, Scott. Sako is known as Kana in Japan. Yeah, once they turned her Evil Asuka, I already knew she was going to win the Elimination Chamber. They got her on a new gimmick and a new character type. They're definitely running with that. I knew she was going to win the Elimination Chamber once that changed. Featherstone, when I came over WrestleMania in 2016, I had lunch with John Studd. Big John Studd. Wow, $1 million man. Ted DiBiase. Nice. Great guys to talk to. I would imagine so. Aussie Bushwhackers. They were incredible. I love the Bushwhackers. Here comes the pain. Yes, Brad. Awesome, man. Peso, Stone Cold, Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero. God rest his soul. He died in 2005. Eddie Guerrero was a great wrestler, man. Good shout out there, Peso. Manav, did you get their autographs too, Val? Scott, yeah, both throat slashes was in Buffalo. Did another happen? No, there was another player that got his wrists slashed during the game. He was bleeding everywhere. I don't remember who it was. I got to look that up. The Road Warriors were a classic, great tag team. One of the greatest tag teams. Some people consider them the greatest tag team ever, the Road Warriors. They were amazing. Amazing tag team. Fun to watch. Scary looking guys. They look like they were right out of the Road Warrior movie, which was big at the time that that they were out. Rick the Ninja, OG cellar dweller, accounted for and back in the basement for the double dip after his Islanders. I told you I wouldn't talk about him, so I'm going to leave it alone, Rick. Rick's in the basement. What's up, Rick? I'll keep my promise, Rick. I'll leave it alone. Scott, there's a great video about the awesome history of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, quote unquote, awesome. The awesome history of the Toronto Maple Leafs since they won their last cup. I'll check it out. How about the awesome history they've had since they won their last playoff game in 2004? It's really bad. Scott, I read that. Brock does look a little leaner, Scott. That was a weird match. It started out really good. That match started out really good, and then it just, to me, they fizzled it out too fast. They fizzled that out too fast. That definitely could have gone a lot better than that. Gunner, Hurricanes up 1-0 versus Capital. Let's go. We need Washington to keep losing. Yeah, you guys do. You guys are battling with them, right? You also need the Islanders to keep losing, too, for that 8th spot. Hulk Hogan, Thunder Lips, throwing Rocky around. Thunder Lips, right? That's what he was in Rocky 3, Thunder Lips. Rocky 3 was one of my favorite Rockies, though, man. It's entertaining. And it does show there's some truth in that story, by the way, guys. Rocky 3, he hit the top. And what Mickey said to him is true, man. It's like you don't have that hunger anymore because you've made it. Now you're at the top. You don't have the dog in you anymore. And now you're just out there training, showcasing for people, had, set up fights just to keep you winning. And then Clubber Lang came along, right? Guy's hungry. The guy is what you used to be. That happens in life a lot. People fight hard and do everything, dig deep to get to the top. But once they get to the top, they don't keep that fighting attitude going because now they've made it. A lot of people are like that. A lot of stars are like that. A lot of entertainers, a lot of players are like that. But there's some that don't. There's some that still have the fear of losing, the fear of looking bad, and they don't do that. So that Rocky 3 did have some truth in it for some people out there, sure. They get to the top and their drive is gone because they made it. Bulldog, I've seen it many times. Harold Ballard's a big reason why the Leafs are bad today. Oh, man, they are bad. Fighters pit match is easy to book. Just give them the match length and the winner. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. It's easy. Bulldog, everyone hit the like button if you haven't already. That's right. Amazing live streams. Thank you, Bulldog, for the compliment. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys being in here. Appreciate you guys being in here. Mr. Marine, OG Cellar Dweller, back in the basement. Mr. Marine, what's going on, brother? Where are you at? I just lost you. Oh, there you are. Bond 75. Yes, RW, wear mine too. Oh, that both pass on, friend. Man, it's... Yep. They both passed on. Did they both? Did the Road Warriors, both of them passed away? I thought only one did. They both are gone? They were a fun tag team when I was growing up, man. They were fun. I did love DX, though. I loved the Triple H, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I did love that. I loved that matchup. They were great. Road Warrior, X-Pac, they were all fun. Fighters Pit, Ken Shamrock, guest ref after being put in the Hall of Fame. I could see that. Ken Shamrock's like always willing to fight. Ken Shamrock's worst beatdown he ever took. Oh, look at George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre is at the wrestling. Look at him. There he is. George St. Pierre. He was a great fighter. Anyway, Ken Shamrock's worst beating I ever saw him take was the Tito Ortiz. Tito Ortiz beat Ken Shamrock like nobody's business, man. Tito had the point of his elbow on Ken's head, hitting him right here, over and over and over and over. And Big John McCarthy stopped the fight. The thing I'll give Ken is he stood right up like, what'd you stop it for? He jumped right up after taking all those shots, nose completely shattered. Tito Ortiz took it to him. Tito Ortiz took out the whole Shamrock Lions Den. He took them all out. Remember when Tito first came out? He took out that whole Lions Den atmosphere. He took them all out, including Shamrock. I always thought Frank Shamrock was as good as Ken. We got Edge and Beth Phoenix now going up against Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Don't forget, Edge was the one that started Judgment Day before they all turned on him on Monday Night Raw during early year last year. Right around April or May, somewhere around there, they turned on him. They turned on Edge. Long time ago. So now it's been a constant battle between Edge. It was Edge and Rey Mysterio and Dom at one time before Dom turned on his father and got in with the Judgment Day. So a lot of stuff going on. Let me keep catching up on these. I love when they attack the refs. Yeah, it's funny. Hard to get to the top, but it's harder to stay there. Way back, that's 100% true. And some guys just don't have it in them to stay there. Yep. King, you clearly are a very knowledgeable wrestling historian. Where do you put Mick Foley in the list of all-time greats? Mankind. Now, Mick Foley is a tricky question there, King. Are we going with Mick Foley? Are we going with Dude Love? Are we going with Cactus Jack? Are we going Mick Foley as all three or just as his greatest character, Mankind? Which are we going with? Mick Foley, he's a top 10 wrestler of all time because he brought in three great characters. Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mankind. Mankind was his greatest one because everybody thought of Leatherface. You thought of Leatherface when you saw Mick Foley as Mankind. Mankind's a top 10 wrestler, although he's one of the legends of the game. One of the legends, man. I'd put him in the top 10. No doubt. No doubt. The guy brought in 3 great characters, man. But Mankind was my favorite by him, and you got to give the guy credit. He played all 3 roles to the hilt. Scott, both are gone. I didn't realize both of them passed away. I knew one did. I didn't know they both did. Rick the Ninja, the Leafs are usually good enough to make the playoffs, but once they get there, they always find ways to screw it up and not get past the first round. Are we talking about the Leafs or the Cowboys? Or both? Can't stop taking shots at the Cowboys. But you're right, Rick. Yeah, the Leafs, they're a regular season team. Regular season team. Featherstone, I love it when DX went down to WCW on a tank. So funny. Ken Shamrock is one mean dude. He is a mean dude. Ken Shamrock is a mean dude. There's no doubt about it. The beating he took from Tito Ortiz was if you guys haven't seen it, they fought 3 times. But you'll know the one when you see it. You'll know the one. When you see Tito. It was like right away. First round, bang, 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 bang. Just elbowed the crap out of Shamrock. I mean, just beat him down like he wasn't even a fighter. Not yet, Bon. Not yet. But I see what you want me to say. But nope, not yet. I haven't decided yet. Mr. Marine, Johnny, all favorite wrestlers, all pass on from 70s, 80s, 90s. Don't watch much wrestling now. Don't like it no more. I'll tell you what, Mr. Marine. Wrestling, just like football and basketball, hockey, they're not like they were in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I take wrestling for what it is right now. Like tackling in football is gone. Defense is gone in every sport. It's gone in every sport. And it used to bother me that today's football and basketball, hockey and baseball aren't what they used to be way back, in the 80s and 90s. I've just learned to accept it for what it is now, and I still enjoy the storylines and what's going on right now. Because when I go to the past and I'll be like, what's going on today, it doesn't even compare to everything we're just talking about. So I definitely understand where you're coming from, Mr. Marine, because I've been upset with football too when people tell me that Adrian Peterson's up there with Walter Payton and Barry Sanders. No, he's not. How is he up there with them? He didn't play in an era where you got murdered. He didn't play in an era where guys could rip your head off, headhunt you, tackle you, horse collar you, knee you on the way down, knee you when they're getting up. The quarterbacks back then suffered way worse than quarterbacks have to worry about today. Joe Montana got knocked out cold in a playoff game against the New York Giants. Jim Burt put his forearm right as Montana was throwing the pass, put his forearm right under there, upended Joe Montana. He was laid out, knocked out to where they had used ammonia sticks. And Jeff Kemp came in to back up. Jeff Kemp, who? Right. You know what would happen today if you hit like Tom Brady like that or Aaron Rodgers, you hit somebody like that today? You go to prison. You ruin someone's fantasy draft. You ruin someone's DraftKings. You ruin this guy's career. How he's supposed to do it? Nah. Joe Montana twice. And the second time, Leonard Marshall basically broke his back. Ended his 49er career pretty much. Leonard Marshall in another playoff game against the Giants. You can't hit quarterbacks like that nowadays. So my whole point is a lot has changed since back then. So I still stick with wrestling. It's not as exciting as it was back then, but I still am very much into it and very much excited by it and accept it for what it is today. I hope I explained that. And I kind of went off on, I kind of steered off and came back, but that's how we do it. Why? Because we're in the basement. All right, here we go. Edge and Beth Phoenix coming out. Judgment Day. Let's do it. Brad, Mankind is legendary, no doubt. King, personally, I don't have him in my top 100. He's a fabulous character, but I did not respect his extreme style and think that those dangerous stunts, thumbtacks, should be completely eliminated. That's a good point. That's a good point. I still love Mankind. I still have him in top of my 10, but I understand where you're coming from, King. Ah, Mr. Sock. Mr. Sock. Mr. Socko. Yeah. The mandible claw. Lockport, Edge better pound these claws. I know. I do not like the Judgment Day. Lockport, I'm with you all the way. I do not like the Judgment Day. And I'm telling you, Damian Priest isn't going to win the Elimination Chamber. He's a secondary character on Judgment Day. You know, another one of my favorite wrestlers was, and I think they did him dirty toward the end, the strongest man, Mark Henry. Mark Henry, how many Olympic records does that guy still hold in lifting weights? Strongest man alive, Mark Henry. I think he got done wrong at the end. They started making Mark Henry a jobber. Completely disrespectful to a great Olympian like Mark Henry. I think he still holds a lot of those records. We're getting this underway right now. Edge and Beth Phoenix, Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. Let's get it on. So yeah, Lockport, I'm with you on this. They better pound these clowns. I can't stand the Judgment Day. And I'm still like, Dom going to the Judgment Day, I liked it better when he was tag teaming with his father. They should have kept it like that. I hate that. I don't like Dom Mysterio. Bothers me now. I don't like Dom at all. I don't like Dom at all. His whole character and demeanor bothers me. Here we go. Edge and Finn. Edge and Finn setting it off. Mr. Marine, Johnny, whatever happened, Brother Love? Remembering he plays Piper's Pit. Wow. I don't know. He did replace Piper's Pit. I don't know what happened to Brother Love. No idea. I'm going to look that up in a minute after this match. I'm going to look that up, Mr. Marine. I'm going to find out. I have no idea. It's a good question, man. I have no idea. Beth Phoenix coming in against Rhea. I'm going to try to look that up, Mr. Marine, while we're talking. Oh, Edge right over the top of Beth. Give me a minute, Mr. Marine. I got to wait till this match ends. Rhea Ripley and Beth going at it. Rhea's tough. I'll give you that. Rhea's tough, and she won the Women's Royal Rumble, so she's going to WrestleMania. Rick, yeah, LOL. Both the Leafs and the Cowboys are regular season teams in their sports. It's so true, though. They really are. Bruin hockey pre-lockout was great. Oh, it was. Yeah, pre-lockout was great. Pre-lockout, yes. Mr. Marine, Johnny. Oh, Brother Love, I did read that already. I'm going to find that out in a minute. Way back, the Heart Puncher from Missouri. Oh, that was Heart Puncher from Missouri. Ooh, come on, Rhea. Come on, Rhea. What is that? Get her, Beth. Get her, Beth. The Heart Puncher was Ox Baker. Ox Baker was the Heart Puncher from Missouri. It was a hurt punch. It was called the Hurt Punch, not the Heart. The Hurt, H-U-R-T. The Hurt Punch. That was Ox Baker, if that's what you're talking about way back. Bulldog, which lockout, Bruin, 2003 or 2012? 2000, the earlier one, 2003. Because 2012, that's when you had the Big Show back and Alberto Del Rio. Remember that? Alberto Del Rio, remember that? Alberto Del Rio, by the way, tried the UFC. Did anybody know that? Alberto Del Rio tried the UFC. You know who his first match was against? Tito Ortiz, and he got destroyed. Alberto Del Rio got destroyed. Rhea and Beth having the strength. Testa's strength, and Rhea is putting her down. Come on, Beth. Oh, that was a dirty shot by Rhea. Dirty. Dirty. Oh, good reversal by Beth. Rhea elbowed her right in the face. Oh, clothesline by Phoenix. Look at Dom. Dom mess. I can't stand Dom. Don't do it, Beth. Beth is getting outside the ring. Now she's going to the Judgment Day side. Rhea. Oh, Beth Phoenix reverses on her anyway. Oh, Beth threw Rhea right into the steps. Right into the metal staircase. The one where we lost the season was the earlier one, not 2012. Bulldog, that would be 2003. Yeah, Bruin, well, 04, but yeah. Featherstone, not to mention legendary Mankind versus Hell in a Cell. That was a legendary match. Mankind character was awesome. I said Dude Love and Cactus Jack were good, but Mankind was his best one by far. Way back, Ox Baker was next level. Super matchup for you. Ox Baker versus Brock Lesnar. Man. I'm disappointed in the Brock Lesnar-Bobby Lashley match. It started out great and it ended too quickly for me. I didn't like the way that one ended. Edge chasing Dominic away from the ring. Edge chased Dominic out of the ring. Rhea's got Beth up on the top turnbuckle right now. Bulldog, my bad, Bruno. It was 0-4. Sorry, I'm in the basement. That's right. You're in the basement. That's why things happen. In the basement. Gunner, Buffalo versus Jets when Mike White was starting is how the NFL should be when it comes to hitting the quarterback minus the injury to White. Amen. That, sadly, and I agree, Gunner, that there should never be a call on that. Mike White was just throwing the ball. As he was throwing the ball, Matt Milano folded him like a lawn chair. That was completely legal. No flag should be thrown. However, had Mike White been a big-time quarterback name, like Brady or Rodgers, Mahomes, anything like that, there would have been flags all over the place, Gunner, and you know it. And I don't agree with that. It was a legal hit. Mike White, it was just in the process of throwing that ball, and Milano folded him like a lawn chair. All right? Mike White took the injury. All respect to that guy. That guy's a warrior. He went to 10 to 15 different doctors trying to get approved for the next week, and he didn't get approved. But, I mean, that guy's a freaking warrior. All due respect to Mike White, man. I don't think he's a consistent QB1, but, man, the guy's got a heart of a lion, man. Come on, Beth, trying to get the tag. Rhea and Beth are going at it. They're going at it. Edge and Finn have not been in the ring except to start it. Edge is starting to look really old now. Edge is looking old, man. I'll always remember Milano's hit on White, Gunner. That was like out of this world insane. Bulldog, I was born at the time. I don't remember a thing about the Thrashers. Atlanta Thrashers? Yeah, they're the Winnipeg Jets now. There's not much to remember. Peso, they did Chris Master wrong too, but steroids used to kill. Oh, yeah. Steroids killed his career. It killed a lot of guys' careers, steroids. Finn going after Edge from behind. He came out from underneath the ring. Oh, with a reversal elbow down. This has turned into a Rhea Ripley versus Beth Phoenix match more than anything else. Drove Rhea right into the top turnbuckle head first. Rhea's on the second rope, trying to pull Beth up to the top. Oh, Beth Phoenix throwing some elbows back, trying to get out of it, throwing some elbows back from the turnbuckle. Oh, come on, get her off there. Rhea Ripley. Beth is all over her right now. She's trying to go for a suplex off the top. Is she really? Is that what she's about to go for? That'd be interesting if she pulls this off. She's going to the top rope, Beth Phoenix. She's going for a suplex off the top rope. She did it. Beth Phoenix pulled the suplex off the top rope with Rhea Ripley right over her back. Wow, that was a hell of a move. I didn't think she was going to pull that off. I did not think she was going to pull that off. She did. Look at that move from the top rope. That was insane. I did not see that coming. Did not expect that to come. Peso, D'Lo Brown was a decent. Oh, D'Lo Brown was a decent wrestler. Remember him? D'Lo Brown. And Edge all over Finn Balor. All over him. Come on, Edge. Good move. Edge is starting to look. I know he's an older guy, but he's really starting to look it. Oh, Finn reversed it on Edge. Trying to get Finn to tap out right now. Beth and Rhea going at it in the middle. Edge has got Finn screaming right now. Undertaker, both of them are pulling it off. Edge and his wife, Beth, pulling it off right now. Look at the referee, Dominic, trying to interfere. Yeah, Dominic's the most irritating of the Judgment Day. They're all irritating, but he's the most irritating. Gunner, seeing he was rooting for Boston today, I'd say he hates the Islanders more. That's right. I hate the Islanders way more than any other team out there. Gunner, you nailed that. You nailed that because you'll never see me rooting for a Boston team. Ever. 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 The Islanders did exactly what they thought they'd do. Got their asses kicked up and down the ice. That's exactly what I called for before the game started, and that's exactly what happened. Screw the Islanders. Who doesn't hate the Bruins? I can't stand the Boston. I hate all Boston teams, Bulldog, every single one of them. I hate them all. I just hate the Islanders more than the Boston Bruins. Why? Because the Islanders are a direct rival of the Rangers. Boston's in the Eastern Conference, but they're not in the Metro. They're not in our division. The Islanders are. I hate them more as much as I hate the Boston Red Sox. And I hate the Boston Bruins a lot, Bulldog. I hate them. Can't stand them. So when you say I don't think I hate them too much, I hate them. The only reason I was happy for them is because they were beating the snot out of the Islanders. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm a fan of anybody that plays the Islanders. Anyway, Edge has got – they're on the second row. Rhea's trying to break Edge off right now, off of Finn. He's got him. Rhea's picking up Edge. Rhea is picking up Edge. Is she going to slam Edge? She powerbombs Edge. And Beth powerbombed Finn. This is getting crazy out there right now. It's getting crazy. Featherstone Bonner saw George the Animal. Oh, George the Animal Steel. Oh, come on. I missed that. I must have missed a couple things in here. Where was I at? Featherstone, I saw George the Animal wrestle at Festival Hall in the 80s, complete with green tongue and turnbuckle. You know, and George the Animal Steel was like a real professor. He was like a very intellectual guy. George the Animal Steel was a very intellectual man. He taught at he was taught at a college. He was a professor. The guy is a really smart dude. What we saw in the ring is nothing like he was in real life. The guy was actually a very intellectual guy. Way back on my iPad, Bulldog exit. Oh, you guys are telling him how to fix that. Okay. Gunner, Sabres fan probably hate Boston or Dallas the most, but I'm not sure who a biggest rival is. I hate all Boston teams with a passion. As much as you guys see me hate the Islanders, that's how much I hate the Bruins and everybody else. I'll just go for the Bruins against the Islanders. That's it. And Bruin, OG cellar dweller, I was like, I told him after a while I would do a Bruins-Islanders game eventually, and here we are. We did it today. Beth is all over Rhea right now. She slammed her into the steps. It's got her in a – oh, man, Beth has got Rhea up. Face planted her right on the floor. Edge. Oh, Edge with the reverse DDT on Finn. Edge after Dom. Went right through the ring going after Dom. Edge back in the ring with Finn. Finn clotheslined him. Met him in the middle of the ring, clotheslined him. Who's taking this? Gunner, Ottawa and Toronto are up there. I also throw in Boston, but we've sucked for so long, it's hard to say it was a rivalry. They won! Edge and Beth Phoenix beat Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They beat them. That's what's up. Good job there. Good job there. Great. I didn't think they were going to win. Great match. Great match. Edge and Beth Phoenix's wife beat Rhea and Finn Balor. Great match. That is a great match. Great match. Gunner, yeah, I hear you, man. That's how I was with the Jets and the Patriots when Tom Brady was there. It's like the Jets, that wasn't really much of a rivalry when Tom Brady was 30-7 against the Jets, not including when he was on the Buccaneers. That really wasn't much of a rivalry. That's why I'm Patriot fans like, oh, we beat you guys 15 times in a row. It's like, okay, you beat 13 of those games was against horrendous Jets teams, like really bad Jets teams. This year they beat us twice against way better Jets teams when we almost beat them in both of those games. Moral victories mean nothing. It's like Bill Parcells, what? Bill Parcells says what? You are what your record says you are, period. There's no excuses, no reasons, no moral victories, no none of that. You are what your record says you are. I firmly believe in that statement. It's very true. I hate the Islanders the most. I hate the Bruins, the Devils, all of them equally. But I hate the Islanders more than any. I'll go for any team over the Islanders, any team. That's why it looked like I loved Boston today, and I don't. I can't stand the Bruins. I hate them with a passion. I hate all Boston teams, every single one of them. I hate them all with a passion. But the only time I go for Boston is when they play the Islanders. That's it. I don't go for the Red Sox in any scenario. I don't go for the Patriots in any scenario. I don't go for the Celtics in any scenario. Ever. The Bruins get one when they play the Islanders, and that's it. Featherstone, there was one time when Bobby the Brain Heenan got George Gorilla Monsoon. We're talking about George Gorilla Monsoon. To say to George the Gorilla. Let me get it together, Johnny. We're in the basement. When I think of Bobby the Brain Heenan, I always think of him announcing with Gorilla Monsoon, which was the greatest partnership to announce anything because they were funny as hell. And, of course, Mean Gene Okerlund. But the minute I saw Bobby the Brain, I'm automatically going to Gorilla Monsoon. So I know George the Animal Steel is who you're talking about. I said George Gorilla. All right. Back together now. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. Exquisite posh Queen's English. Bobby the Brain Heenan was hilarious. But that's when all the managers were awesome. Bobby the Brain, Jimmy, the Mouth of the South, Hart. Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South. Incredible. The original Paul Bearer. The original Paul Bearer for Undertaker was unreal, man. These were great managers. Great managers. My other favorite, Mark Henry I already mentioned. How about the Honky Tonk Man? The Honky Tonk Man apparently still wrestles in independent leagues. Pretty sure he does. That's funny. As a matter of fact, while we have a break here, let me take a look at that. Yep, it says the Honky Tonk Man resides in Phoenix, and he's still keeping busy by wrestling for independent wrestling promotions all over the world. He still spends a good deal of time at home with his family, involved with them for over 22 years. Wow. Gee, man, he's still wrestling. He is still wrestling in independent leagues. Yes, he is. Wow, they show him standing next to Greg Valentine. Remember Greg Valentine? Wow. Anyway. Bruin, be right back. All right, brother, you got it, man. Featherstone, I always love Jesse. Oh, yeah. Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon, they were funny. Jesse Ventura was funny. He was funny. Oh, man. I mean, now you're taking me back to the days of ravishing Rick Rude and going at it with Jake the Snake Roberts. Remember those battles? Crazy. Bond, 25 days, 5 hours, and 48 minutes to the first game of the AFL season. That's funny. That's right, Greg, the Hammer Valentine. They didn't show when I looked up Honky Tonk Man. They showed him. Standing there with Greg Valentine. I was like, whoa, look at this. This is awesome, man. Remember the tag team, the Brain Busters? Oh, I'm all over the place now. The Brain Busters. Montez Ford is also the Elimination Chamber. Now, he could be a guy, I'm just going off right now, but he could be a guy that could take it. I'm thinking they're going to start breaking up the Street Profits as the tag team after they were going after title matches with the Usos, and they lost quite a few of those. And Montez Ford could be an outstanding solo act. He's way better than Dawkins. Montez Ford is athletic. He brings a great show. He's got a good character. Montez Ford could, I still think Theory's going to hold on to the belt. Seth Rollins and Montez Ford probably have the best shot at beating him. Again, Bronson Reed doesn't even have a following. And when he's wrestling on Raw, you don't see many people even getting excited about him being out there. Johnny Gargano, forget about Johnny Gargano. He ain't winning that. They've been treating him like a clown show since he's been back. Snake Damien, thank you, Featherstone. When I said Jake the Snake, I could not remember his name of the snake. Damien, thank you. I didn't want to say I couldn't remember it. Now that you brought it, I couldn't remember it. That's why I didn't say his snake name, because I knew I wouldn't have remembered that. Thank you for that, Damien. Jeff Jarrett, of course, Peso. Great shout out. Jeff Jarrett. How about Coco Beware and his bird, Frankie? I loved Coco Beware. Coco Beware was funny. Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, yep. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, another great one. Here we go, the Elimination Chamber coming up right now. Guys, 2 minutes, I'm coming right back. 2 minutes, coming right back. It's going to start in a second. All right, guys, let's get it on. The Elimination Chamber getting ready to go. And then after that, we got Roman Reigns and Samy Zayn. And you know that's going to be a whole mess of stuff going on there. Whole mess of stuff. Hurricanes scored 2-0. Nice. Good. Actually, Gunner, I need the Hurricanes to lose. I need the Rangers to keep catching them, man. So we're opposites on that one. Way back. What was Macho Man's lady manager's name? Elizabeth Featherstone. Well, hum a few bars of some elevator music. Elizabeth, there you go. Original Sherry, wow. Manav calling out some names. Killer Bees, remember them? Can you guys remember who the Killer Bees were for the Houston Astros? That's a question. Can you guys name the Killer Bees for the Houston Astros? Who are the Killer Bees for the Houston Astros? Peso, Stacey Cobbler, and Tristan's hottest female wrestler. No. Sable, there you go. Is she married to Brock Lesnar now? I didn't know that. I didn't know Sable was married to Brock Lesnar. Here comes Bronson Reed. Nobody really cares about this guy. She's coming out, and nobody's freaking out in the stands. Nobody really cares. Bronson Reed is not winning this. He's not getting a whole lot of great reception from the fans. Not getting a lot of great reception. You guys are currently in the playoffs. We aren't. Oh, the Rangers? Hell yeah. Fenrir, welcome back to the basement, Fenrir. Guys, and by the way, guys entering in, please subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, keep the basement rolling. Bulldog, yeah, Gunner's a Sabres fan, Buffalo Bills Mafia. He's that all the way. This Bronson Reed guy doesn't get much clout, and neither did Johnny Gargano's a joke, too. Remember, you guys remember, and this is recent, remember one of the worst wrestler gimmicks they've come out with recently? We're talking within the last 10 years. Do you remember? You guys do remember. This bum, this clown. You knew he was a clown right off the bat. Fun. Done. Go. Do you guys remember Fandango? Remember that? The guy would leave if they couldn't pronounce his name correctly. Fun. Done. Go. Do you remember this guy? What a joke. I'm glad they didn't keep that guy around very long. That was him and Adam Rose. Adam Rose was another bad one from back then. He came out. There was a whole party that would come out before him saying he's a party guy. That's when the wrestling was a little off. And that was back in like 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. Here comes Damian Priest now. Bronson Reed is an Aussie wrestler. That is true, Brad. He just hasn't gotten the reception yet that you would think he would get. Damian Priest coming in right now. He's not getting this belt either. He's a secondary member of the Judgment Day. Secondary member. He's a secondary member of the Judgment Day, meaning he's just not the top guy. And I don't see Damian Priest winning the belt today. Montez Ford, possibly. Seth Rollins, possibly. But I still think Theory's holding on to the belt. Bronson Reed's not getting it. Gargano's not getting it. And I don't like Theory. I don't like him at all. But I think he's going to retain the belt. I would like, of all of them, I'd like to see Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is funny to me. I think Seth Rollins is just a funny dude, man. He does the talk, the arrogance, the cockiness, pride, ego, all of it. Seth Rollins has all that. And he's funny. Bulldogs, Sabres aren't. Yeah, Sabres are doing good, man. They're coming up, man. They got a good young team. Good young team. Starting to come together. At least you're not a fan of the Blue Jackets, Blackhawks, or Coyotes. Oh. The Blackhawks hung on to a lot of their players. They hung on to the past too long. Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane are not what they used to be. Gunner, my teams are Buffalo Bills, Sabres, Blue Jays, Bandits for lacrosse. Fenrir, Johnny, your next AFL reaction, you should surely check out Nat Fife. I may be a bit biased, but he's my favorite player. I've played footy since I was 4 years old, and Fife has been my fave. Nat Fife. Write it down. He's just made the list. Got it. Nat Fife. Got it. They married back in 2006 after she divorced Mark. I had no idea. It's funny because what the players and the wrestlers and everybody does off the field, off the ring, whatever, off the ice, I usually don't pay attention to what they do outside in the outside world, so I didn't know that. They're trying to elevate these guys way back. That's correct. Because there's a lot of guys in this Elimination Chamber that aren't really going to get it done. They're trying to elevate Gargano and Bronson Reed for sure. Damian Priest is part of the stable with the Judgment Day. Seth Rollins is just entertaining as hell. Seth Rollins can stay around for a long time. He's just got the whole swagger down. Austin Theory seems to be a favorite of the Wrestling Corporation altogether. Because remember, he was the Money in the Bank holder. Very strange that he would cash in on a United States Championship belt and not the real one. Not going after the I know the attempt at SummerSlam to go after Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, it wasn't really an attempt. So I get to hold on to the Money in the Bank a little bit longer. I just thought it was weird that he would try to cash in on a United on a mid-level belt, not going for it all. I don't pay attention much to lacrosse. I did when I was in high school, but not really. So I don't know much about it. Speaking of the worst characters, come on. Who, of course, later became Kane? Isaac Yankem. I would have never in life. I know who you're talking about. I would have never in life even thought of that name again. I just remember him as Kane, but yes, Isaac. I would have never even thought about him ever again by that name. Great shout out there, Featherstone. Bond, Nat Fife was a Brownlow medal. Nice. Nice. All right, Fife will take Frio to the granny this year, Fenrir. Bruin's back. Bruin, you're back. We got Elimination Chamber setting off, and then we got the Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns mess, which you know it's going to be a mess. You know it's going to be a mess. You got the Usos. You got Solo Sikoa. You got the Wise Man, Paul Heyman. You got Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy talking crap about that match. That's going to be a mess of epic proportions. My prediction for this, Austin Theory will retain his United States Championship belt. He will retain it. The only people I can see having a shot is Seth Rollins or Montez Ford. And I do believe that Montez Ford is being looked at as becoming a solo act. He's much better than his partner Dawkins is. Much better than his Street Profit partner is. So I think they're just slowly trying to break that tag team up and making Montez Ford his own solo act, which he should be. The guy's athletic. He's entertaining. He knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to work the ring. Montez Ford is the better of the two than Dawkins. Rollins and Gargano setting it off. Rollins and Gargano are in the ring. Reed, Theory, Priest are all waiting to come out, and Ford. Reed, Theory, Priest, and Ford all in the chambers ready to come out. Gargano and Rollins setting it off in the ring. Bandits are the only Buffalo team to win a major championship. Nice. That the lacrosse team? We had the New York Saints. For lacrosse, but I never watched the game. I was never into lacrosse. Great game. I respect it. I was just never into it. Bulldog, Bills will be the next team to win a championship out of those three teams. I thought the Buffalo Bills were going to win the whole thing this year. I said it from preseason on. I thought they were going to win the whole thing. Gargano bringing Rollins. You ain't pinning Rollins that fast. Come on. Rollins back to Gargano. Matt Riddle. I want to know what happened to Matt Riddle. I haven't seen him since November. Matt Riddle. Because Rollins and Riddle were going at it for a while. I don't know what happened to Riddle. No idea. Oh, Rollins was going for the pedigree, but Gargano got out of it. Oh, Gargano dove through the ropes and got caught Seth nice. He caught Seth nice. Bon, sorry, Farrah. I have 2 brown load medal. I'm not really a fan of Fife. Farrah, that's okay, Bon. I just love his style. Good in the air. Absolute contested beast. He also has the highest average brown load votes per game in AFL history. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. Gunner, Bandits could. They were in the championship last year and are still in contention this season. Nice. Theory's out. Theory is out. Theory's going in on Rollins and Gargano right now. Isn't it funny? Theory did start out. Gargano was kind of like a mentor to Theory. He was the one that got him started. He's the one that helped him get set off, and now he's against Gargano. All right, Austin's all over Seth Rollins right now. And then we got the final crazy, fun, who knows what's going to happen match with Roman and Samy Zayn coming up as the final match. That's the last match of the night, so this is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting with the whole Bloodline. I love the Bloodline storyline. It's really good. It's really good. Really, really good storyline. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice. Guys, hit that like button. Keep the basement rolling. Next stream is going to be Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. New York Rangers going for they play tonight. Hopefully they win, but they're going to be playing the Winnipeg Jets in another big matchup on Monday, 7 p.m. I'll be here. The Knicks, it's All-Star Weekend. The Knicks don't play again until Friday. They got 9 days off. 9 days off. The last game they played was the great one against the Hawks. They're on a 3-game winning streak. The Rangers and Knicks are so hot right now. It's crazy. Good time to be a fan of both teams. Great time to be a fan of both teams. Johnny, if you come to Australia, you have to give your opinion on the Optus Stadium versus MCG. I will. Raleigh, have a good one. Oh, you leaving us, Raleigh? Raleigh, you leaving us already? We're the second to last match. Rollins and Gargano doubling up on Theory. Tag teaming up on Theory. Let's go, man. Let's go. Get on them, guys. Someone else has to be released from the chamber pretty soon. Come on. Rollins, Gargano, Theory's trying to get Gargano to team up with him to go against Rollins. I'm telling you, they used to be buddies, and now they're not. Now they're not. Looks like they're going to team up on Rollins. Oh, no, Gargano turned it on Theory. Turned it on Theory. Theory just ran back in the chamber, and Gargano's going after him, man. Rollins is coming in behind Theory in the chamber. Just opened the back door. Now he's coming in on Theory. Rollins just sitting there waiting for him. Boom, there he is. Theory turned around, got punched. He's getting knocked all around in the chamber. Rollins is just bouncing him off the walls of the chamber, man. Him and Gargano are teaming up on Theory in the chamber. They are just pounding down on him in the chamber, man. This is crazy. Crazy. Who's coming out? One. Who's coming out? Damian, Bronson, or Montez? I'm going to say Bronson Reed's probably going to be the next guy coming out. No, it's Damian Priest. Priest is coming out. Big shoulder on Rollins right off the bat. Threw Gargano back in the ring. Good hit by Priest on Rollins. No one's been eliminated yet. No one. Everybody's still active. Gargano, Rollins, and Priest are in the ring. Theory is knocked silly in his own chamber, so he's not coming back out yet. Priest with a good suplex on Gargano. Peso, yeah, neither can I. I can't stand Austin Theory either, man. I haven't liked him at all, man. And he's one of their favorites in the WWE. They like him. From Money in the Bank to now giving him the championship belt back. This is the two-time champion of the United States belt. Now, what I don't understand again is why he would cash in on a mid-level belt. Why would Theory cash in? I know you can cash in on any belt you want, but you usually would go for the Universal title belt, would you not? I mean, why would you cash in on a United States belt? It's a mid-level belt. I never understood that. But anyway, whatever. I don't like Theory anyway. But he's going to retain it tonight. He's going to retain his belt tonight. I just don't see him losing. If he does, it's going to be to Rollins or Montez Ford. It's going to be one of those two. Priest doesn't have enough. Priest just got the 2 count on Rollins. Theory's just stumbling out of the chamber right now. But right now, currently in the ring, is Priest, Gargano, and Rollins. Uh-oh, more yawning. Oh, Priest with a good over the top rope. Landed right on Theory's chest. That catwalk around the ring is unforgiving, man. That's a hard floor right there. And it's very small space between the ring, the catwalk, and the cage. Rollins is definitely the most. Rollins and Priest are going at it. Rollins is definitely the most experienced wrestler of all these guys in the ring right now. Rollins has been around for a while, and I still love the stable of the Shield. Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns was a great stable. The Shield was a great stable. Again, Dean Ambrose should still be in the WWE. I know he's John Moxley in AEW, but he should be over here. I know he should be over here. He should be back in the WWE. That's a guy they need back. Priest has been ruling the day so far. He's been ruling the day so far. Rollins is going for the suplex off the top rope. He did it on Priest. He did it. Top rope suplex and suplexes him again and again. He suplexed him again. Rollins took Priest on the top rope. Suplexed him right off him, then gets him on the middle of the ring, suplexes him again. 2 times. 2 times. All right, we got another guy coming out. It's going to be Reed or Ford. Reed or Ford. Bronson Reed coming out. Montez Ford is the last guy waiting to come out. Last guy waiting to come out, Montez Ford, who probably is the most athletic of all of them. Montez Ford has got to be the most athletic of all these guys. He can move, man. He's got some serious height on his jumps and serious. Bronson Reed just ran everybody over, man. This guy. Oh, wow. Bronson Reed just slammed Gargano and Rollins in the corner. It's funny. Reed's a big dude, man. He's a monster. Bronson, he's going for Gargano and Rollins. He's picking them both up. He's marching around the ring. He has Rollins and Gargano up here. He's walking around like that. Wow, he just reverse slammed them both. Bronson going for the... Nope, Rollins got out. He got the 2 count on Rollins. Bond, fun fact, Johnny. Tom Scully holds the record for most distance ran in an AFL game. 11.7 miles. Wow. 18.9 kilometers. Wow, that's impressive. That's the all-time record? Wow. Bronson Reed's got Priest and back slammed him into the cage. Fenrir says, fun fact, Tom Scully is also a failed trade. Bronson Reed is wrecking house on everybody. We're waiting for Montez Ford to come out now. Ford's still waiting to come in. Bronson Reed is tossing everybody around. Everybody. Ooh, Montez came out flying all over Bronson Reed. Theory now has got Montez Ford. Going to suplex him right back in the ring off the... Oh, Ford reversed it on Theory. Good move by Montez. Good move. Good sidekick. See, Ford is so athletic. He could be a much better solo act than still doing the Street Profits with Dawkins. Come on, bro. Oh, Theory's trying to pick up Bronson Reed right now. Tom Scully is also, I just read that. Hold on, let me see if Theory can pull this off. That's pretty strong to pick up Bronson Reed like that. Oh, he reversed it, though. Reed reversed it. Oh, quick power slam by Reed on Theory. No one's been eliminated yet. No one. No, I think so. Oh, you guys are still... Some of the AFL stuff I'm not educated enough on yet to answer. Bronson Reed has Gargano up. He looks like he's going to power slam him also. Rollins off the top rope. Oh, man. Montez going to pin Bronson. Nope, he didn't get him. Nobody's been eliminated yet, guys. Peso, anyone remember the Nation of... Oh, my gosh, man. Peso. The Nation of Domination. We're talking about D'Lo Brown, JC Ice, Wolfie. Wow, man. Nation of Domination, man. That's way back. Wow, what a shout out there, Peso. Good shout out, bro. Nation of... Those are some big brothers. Those are some big brothers, man. They were huge, man. Big. That was a great stable, the Nation of Domination, man. That was an awesome stable, man. Awesome stable. They had so many members. D'Lo, Wolfie, JC Ice. Wasn't Owen Hart at one time a member of that? Was Owen Hart like an original member of Nation of Domination, Peso? Am I right on that? Wait, let me think. There was a lot of members of Nation of Domination, man. Owen Hart, I think, was an original in there. Was The Rock part of that? I don't think so. Wait. Montez all the way up the top of the chamber. Montez at the top of the chamber. No one's been eliminated yet. No one. Montez is hanging from the roof of the chamber. He landed on everybody. That was insane. He literally was hanging up by the roof of the chamber. I'm still thinking, Peso. Mark Henry was a part of that. Mark Henry. I'm not sure about The Rock. Now I'm thinking, man, the Nation of Domination, there was a lot of members, man. Let me see. What do you got, Peso? Manav, yes, that was a good faction. And DX McMahon faction, Peso. Yep. Yes, it was. Tom Selly is a failed trade because he requested a trade to Hawks for big money and only played a few games. Oh, I see what you're saying, Fenrir. Okay. Ford did a super kick on Bronson Reed with Gargano, and he didn't knock him over. All three, Rollins, Gargano, Ford, still haven't knocked him over. They're all teaming up on Reed. Nobody's been eliminated yet. What a move by Gargano on Reed. Rollins curb stomped Reed. Ford. What? Bronson's out. We're talking Rollins, Gargano, Montez all did a sidekick in his face. Had him stumbling around. Montez Ford goes to the top rope, and that super aerials that he does right off the top. Seth Rollins curb stomped Bronson Reed. They all teamed up on him and got him out. That was impressive, man. Rollins, Gargano, and Montez all straight kicked him in the face. Then Montez Ford gets up on the corner turnbuckle off the top of that super height that he gets. Bang, right on him, man. All good stuff. Gunner, Hurricanes 4-0. Oh, I know that's good for you. That's not good for me. Peso, don't forget he was in the group, so I was right on that. I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure on that one, Peso, so I was right on that. Okay, I wasn't sure that The Rock was there. Mark Henry was one of my favorite wrestlers, man. And I hate that they made him kind of a jobber at the end, Peso. Mark Henry would come out and lose right. He's the world's strongest man. He still owns a lot of Olympic weightlifting records, man. Still to this day. Mark Henry should have been treated a lot better at the end of his career with WWE than he was. I used to have his Built on Destruction shirt, man, but it got so faded out, man. I should get another Mark Henry shirt. That's something to do right there. I'm going to get another Mark Henry shirt. Rollins caught in the cage. Austin Theory climbing up after him, man. They are battling on the cage. They're halfway up it. Peso, Owen Hart was a co-leader, right? He was one of the original guys. See, I'm remembering some of this, Peso. Nation of Domination was massive. My brain is still going on this, Peso. My brain is still going on other members. There was a lot of them. Owen Hart. Crush. Crush was another one, was he not, Peso? Crush, I think, was another one in Nation of Domination. Oh, my gosh, man. Wow. Farouk, Featherstone, you're right. Farouk was in that too. Was Crush original? Crush, I think, was original, like Owen Hart was in there. Pretty sure. Gargano and Rollins are fighting on top of one of the chambers. Oh, Rollins is slamming Gargano into the wall. No one's been eliminated yet. Nobody. This is for the United States Championship. I still think Theory's going to hold on to it. Theory's battling with Ford right now. Gargano and Rollins is crushing Gargano on top of the chamber. Just crushing him. No way he's throwing Gargano off the top of the... Oh, my... Are you guys watching this? That was off the top of one of the chambers. Gargano... Rollins had him like this, ready to throw him off. Gargano put his legs around Rollins' neck, and went backwards with him, and his legs flipped Rollins over onto the group of guys. That was insane. That's why we say with the fakeness and all that ain't fake. That's not fake. That's entertainment right there. Wow. Gunner, you're in the playoffs currently. We need to make the Rangers are one of the elite teams in the league, Gunner. I hear you, bro. We need to be more I got you, man. The Rangers in the entire league, Gunner, are number 5. In the entire league, we're 5th overall. If we were in the West, the Rangers point-wise, in the West, we'd be the number 1 team in the West right now. The top 6 teams in hockey right now are all Eastern Conference. The first West Western team, I believe, is Dallas or Vegas, one of those two, is number 7. The number 1 team in the West is 7th overall in the league. The Eastern Conference is where it's at. Gargano and Theory going at it right now. Oh, what a DDT by Gargano. Over the top rope, as he's going over the top, gets Theory like this and DDTs him. Wow, that was a huge move. Huge move right there. Now Gargano's going on Damian Priest. Man, what a DDT by Gargano. Bronson Reed has been eliminated. Excuse me, Bronson Reed has been eliminated. Gargano eliminated by Priest. Out of here. Peso, yes. Yes, what? Oh, that Crust was a part of it. Is that what you're saying yes to, Peso? John Sally, another Cellar Dweller accounted for. John Sally in the base. What's up, John? Go Rangers! Go Rangers. Yes, I know they're on right now. What a big matchup for them against Calgary. Wrestling is the day. I do all pay-per-views for wrestling, John, but yes, I wish the Rangers were not playing right now. Damian Priest controlling the ring right now. All over Rollins, all over Ford, all over Gargano and Theory. Priest is controlling the day at the moment. Yeah, the Rangers and Flames, what an unexpected rivalry that became last week. A lot of hits, a lot of fights, and some hockey too. A lot of bad blood going into tonight's game. Trouba was laying out people on the Trouba train left and right last week. So that's where we're at right now with that, man. I wish I was doing that game, John, but I can't. Doing the wrestling tonight, man. Wrestling pay-per-views are always happen in here. Always happen in the basement. Rollins is all over Priest right now. Going for a power bomb. Oh, no. Priest with a nice kick to the head of Rollins. Montez Ford going to the top turnbuckle. Watch out. Priest got on him. Gunner, Hurricanes are playing Washington, who's a few points ahead of Buffalo for a wild card spot. That's why you need the Hurricanes to win. I get it. Bruin, go Canes, I guess. I can't say that, Bruin, because the Rangers are trying to catch the Canes. Montez Ford off the top turnbuckle. Reverse on Priest is out. Ford took Priest out. Montez Ford took out Damian Priest. I don't like anybody in the Judgment Day. I don't like the Judgment Day at all. So Priest out of here. Montez Ford with a great reverse flip from the top turnbuckle. Rollins is holding Priest up. Montez over the top. So now we have left Theory, Priest, Rollins, the last 3 men standing in this. Last 3 men standing. Bond, Tom Mitchell holds a record for most disposals, 54 kicks and handballs in a game. Wow. I can't wait for my first season. I'll be able to add on to these conversations a lot better after I get through my first season. You can tell I know my history and all my other sports that I'm into, so AFL will be the next. I can't add on to what you guys are saying in the AFL just yet. Montez and Seth squaring off. It's Montez, Seth, and Theory are the only ones left. I'm telling you, Montez Ford would be just fine as a solo act. Just fine. Get rid of the Street Profits and Dawkins and go on your own. Montez Ford is severely athletic. The guy is a great wrestler. I think he'd be better off on his own at this point. Rollins and Montez going at it, man. I love it. Good side kick to the gut by Ford. Ford missed with a big head kick to the head of Rollins. Missed it. Good matchup here. Ford and Rollins are going at it. Bruin goes to show how strong the East is. Yeah, the Eastern Conference in hockey is dominant. Dominant. Ford is running inside the ring, flipped over the top rope, knocked Theory down, got back in the ring, ran to the other side, flipped over the top rope, and knocked out Rollins. Now he just did it to both of them. Man. Gunner, people are arguing the East is just top heavy. It really isn't. The whole conference is competing for playoff spots. And you know what? The Western Conference, the fans of the Western Conference team. Oh, what a power slam by Ford on Theory. Watch out. Theory is down, and Ford's going to the top turnbuckle. Watch out. This guy gets some serious height. Theory put his knees up. Ford fell on his knees. Rollins just curb stomped Montez. Montez was in total control of this match just now, and then he jumped off that top turnbuckle. Theory had his knees up. He landed on his knees, and as he rolled over, Rollins came along and curb stomped him. Then Theory pinned him, so Ford is out. Now it's Theory versus Rollins for the United States Championship. Theory versus Rollins, and then we're going to get on to Roman Reigns and Samy Zayn in the Bloodline mess. Rollins all over Theory, going for the power slam. And he got it. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, he almost had him. He seriously almost had him. I told you guys, I said Theory's going to retain his title. That's still my prediction. I said if he was to lose, though, it would be to Rollins or Ford. Gunner, people are arguing the East is top heavy. Well, that's all we need him to be is top heavy because the West Coast teams can't handle the East Coast teams. They can't handle them. Gunner, we have 5 to 6 really elite teams and 5 to 6 really competitive teams. Yes, we do. We sure do. John Sally, when the Shield broke up, Seth became such a he's turned into a very such a B. He's turned into a very entertaining guy. But I know what you mean. He was different when he was in the Shield. The Shield was such a great stable. They should have never broken that up. And like I said, Dean Ambrose should be back in WWE. He should be back in the WWE. Dean Ambrose was great. Again, I don't watch AEW enough. I watch too many other sports. I'm too busy and I work. I can't keep up with everything. And AEW, I just didn't bother keeping up with, even though I like Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho, CM Punk, all the guys that are over there right now. John Moxley, I know, is Dean Ambrose. I just wish some of them were still back over here. Rollins went for the stomp on Theory, missed it. Theory reversed it. Rollins reversed it on Theory. Rollins pulled off the pedigree. Rollins just pulled off the pedigree on Theory. Here we go. Is Rollins going to really win this? Oh, no, Logan Paul's coming out. Logan Paul just ran out and knocked down Rollins. You know why? They want Logan Paul and Rollins going at it at WrestleMania. That's what they want. Oh, he curb stomped Rollins. Logan Paul curb stomped Rollins. Oh, yeah, John. Yeah, John. We don't curse in the basement. I know we're all grown men and stuff, but we don't curse in here, man. That's the B word, man. All of it. We don't do that in here, brother. I'm so into wrestling. I normally would have told you that, but the guys are already letting you know. We don't curse in the basement, man. I don't do it in here. I know the live streams allow it. I just don't do it in here. What a reversal off his knee. Rollins should be done now. Theory retains his title. Logan Paul came out. You know what? Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins is going to be at WrestleMania. You watch. WrestleMania is going to be a 2-day event now. So Theory did retain his title, which I thought he would. So, thank you, Manav and Gunnar, for reminding me of that. Bruin, I wonder how many more Aussies we'll get once you start covering the AFL season. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you, man, the AFL is a lot of fun, guys. I've been really learning the sport. I know about 75 to 80% of what's going on. About 75 to 80% of what's going on. So that's going to be a fun season, right? I'll probably get a lot more, man. But hey, I'm loving it. I'm loving what we have right now on the channel. I love the live streams that we have. I love the chat room. And I like the amount of people we have in here, man. It's perfect. We all get to collab with each other. It's great. It's great. Bruin, I just read that. Bon, I'm giving you some AFL knowledge, brother. Yeah, you are. Bon, you are. All the comments all you guys do. All you guys on the AFL. You guys have helped me out tremendously. And again, even though I can't respond to all the comments, but when I read them all, and I do write down all the comments. You guys, I have this whole notebook is full of things, man. Lists over the course of time since I've been doing this. I have this book now that I'm going into. These are all lists, man, lists. You guys, I tell you, I write all these things down. I write them all down, and I get to them. But because the list keeps growing and growing, it takes time. It takes time, but I promise you, it might be a month or two. If you think I forgot about some stuff, I probably didn't. I just didn't get to it yet. Peso, I'm mad Ford just went out like that. Yeah, I didn't like that, man. Montez Ford, Peso, Montez Ford would be much better as a solo act. Get rid of Dawkins. Get rid of the Street Profits right now. It seems like they don't know what to do with that tag team at the moment because they ran Profits against the Usos for too long. That story got stretched out for too long, and I think that's because McMahon didn't have paid attention to much tag teams anymore. When Triple H took over the creativity area, well, he started paying attention to tag teams and stables and bringing back names like that, man, because the Profits and Usos was getting to be an old story. Ford is a better wrestler and better entertainer than Dawkins is. I mean, it's not even close. Montez Ford should be at a point now where they just move him to a solo act. He should just be a solo act. The guy has all the tools, makings. He's a fan favorite. The guy's athleticism is there. Break up the Profits and make Montez Ford an individual wrestler. That's what I think they should do there. Logan Paul just killed Seth. Yep. And you know what, Peso? It's because they want them to wrestle at WrestleMania. That story's been brewing, and Rollins has been all over Logan Paul. So I think that's where they're going to have that. They want that to be a WrestleMania match, and if they made Rollins United States champion, it would have been a harder match to make at that point. I don't know. Peso, Seth did an interview recently calling Logan Paul out. And yep, he did. He's been going. Because what happened to Matt Riddle? Does anybody know what happened to Riddle? Because Riddle and Rollins were going back and forth for a while, from SummerSlam all the way down for the rest of 2022. And then I haven't seen Riddle since November or December, somewhere around there. It was the last time I seen Riddle. I don't know what happened to him. Does anybody know what happened to Riddle? I don't. I have no idea what happened to him. Basement Mascot is awake. You see him, guys? Come on, Rocco. Come here. Right in time for the last match. Come on, buddy. Come here. Basement Mascot is officially awake. Awake in time for the Roman Reigns Sami Zayn match. He's awake. He literally just woke up. He was knocked out back there. Peso, I read that. Bond, the most goals kick in a game of footy in Australia is 43 goals. Ron Edwards, Lake Tyres versus Noah East Gippsland Football League, 1950. Johnny, I live in East Gippsland. All right. Wow, Bond. Most goals kick in a game is 43 goals in a game. That's a lot. I mean, I watched some game replays, man, so I at least know enough to know that is a lot. Man, Rocco, your breath is cranking. Wow. What did you eat before you went to sleep? Woo! He's 11 years old, Rocco, man. His breath is cranking. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, he earns a spot back on the floor. Anyway, we're getting into the Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn mess right now. Bond, yep, in one game, brother. One game. Wow, 43 goals. That is tremendous. Like I said, from the game replays I watch of AFL, that is a lot. That's a lot of goals, man. A lot of goals. John Bruin, yeah. Oh, dude, man, Rocco's breath is cranking. Wow. That big yawn he just did, holy cannoli. Wow. He's 11 years old, and at 11 years old, the breath just came out of him, man. He literally just woke up. Wow. Talking about morning breath, get him some Listerine. They need Listerine for dogs. Oh, man. Gunner, Bandits won. At least I have one Buffalo team that won't let me down. Oh, boy. Buffalo Bills right now. And you know what, Gunner? You brought it up yesterday. And it's true. They're already turning on Josh Allen. The media, fans across the country, fans of other teams are all calling Josh Allen overrated. He can't get it done. You can't win with this guy. And that's how the sports media is, by the way. When they have a favorite that comes out and they all over and love the guy in the beginning, if that guy doesn't start winning within a few years, the media will start to turn on him. And when the media turns on a player that they used to love, then the fans are going to turn on him. And the casual fans that don't watch games, just watch highlights and go off Skip and Shannon without watching the game and just listen to the way they talk. Or first, and I love Skip and Shannon. I love Stephen A. Smith in First Take. But the casual fan reads a headline and watches a highlight here and there, and they think, oh, yeah, Josh Allen's overrated. They don't even know the game. Watch and believe how much the media loves Joe Burrow right now. Joe Burrow doesn't win a Super Bowl in the next couple of years, they're going to turn on him also. You watch. Once Joe Burrow, if he goes another 2 years and doesn't make the Super Bowl, doesn't win one, you watch. He's going to be the next guy, overrated, never gets it done. I'm telling you, it's a cycle. It's been going on since the beginning of sports time. That's the way they do it. Remember year one, Mac Jones was the media darling of everybody. Mac Jones, pick number 15 overall. He's better than Lawrence, better than Fields, everybody's better than Zach. But you know what I'm saying? He's the number one. Look at all these teams that passed on Mac Jones. Were they saying that this year? Nope. You didn't hear about Mac Jones at all. At all. And again, that's coaching. Josh McDaniels leaves. Mac Jones goes all the way to the bottom of the totem pole. Goes all the way to the bottom because Matt Patricia, for some reason, Bill Belichick thought he'd be a good idea to let them run the offense. Weird. But anyway, that's what the sports media does. They will turn on a player if that player doesn't turn out to be what they want him to be. And when they turn on a player, the casual fan runs with it. The casual fan. And we all know a bunch of casual fans. The casual fans are the worst ones to have any sort of debate with because they think they know everything. They don't know anything. Nothing. Peso, Matt Riddle, rehab, was suspended. Oh, did he fail a drug test or something? I don't know what happened to him. I really don't know. Bruin, Listerine for dogs. Oh, man. You see me down here? I'm petting him because I don't even want him barking. I don't want him barking. His breath is bad. Wow. It's usually not this bad. Bruin, could you imagine that? Hey, maybe I found something. I should bring the Shark Tank. Listerine for dogs, Shark Tank. Bond, and he did kick a lot of behinds, but not sure how many. Oh, behind, yeah, for 1 point. 43 goals. I got to look that up. That's amazing. Way back in a 100-minute game, that's nearly a goal every 2 minutes. That's absolute insanity. Here we go. Roman Reigns and Samy Zayn. This will be the next 45 minutes of a mess. It's the last match of the night. There's no more matches. But this is going to be a mess, guys, and you know it's going to be a mess. Samy Zayn has not beaten Roman Reigns before Cody Rhodes meets him at WrestleMania. We all know that. This is going to be the most entertaining disaster fight of the night. This whole mess is going to go on. I just want to see what Jey Uso does with Samy because he was one of the ones that didn't want to beat up on Samy. So there's going to be some things with Jey and Jimmy Uso out there too. What Skip said after the night of the Bills-Bengals game, that they should have kept playing. Gunner, don't forget what he said to Shannon Sharp. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of weird things going on there. But now, will the Usos show up in the next match? Of course they will, after the Tribal Chief told them to stay home tonight. Now, let me throw this in there, Manav. Let me throw this in there. He told the Usos to stay home, right? Told the Usos to stay home. That's not Solo. Solo is not the Usos. Solo could still be in there tonight, Manav. Just think about it. Solo could be in there tonight. He's not technically, I know he's their brother, but he's not the tag team Usos. So Solo could still be around. What about Kevin Owens maybe coming out to help Sami Zayn? Could that be a possibility tonight? Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn has stood up for Kevin Owens multiple times. Could he come out tonight and save Sami Zayn? Think about that, guys. Can Kevin Owens come out tonight? Anthony in the basement. Anthony, what's going on, brother? Cellar Dweller. Hi, guys. I'm watching the All-Star Slam Dunk Contest. There's so much going on tonight. The Slam Dunk Contest. The Rangers are playing the Flames right now. There's a whole bunch of things going on. But right now, let me check that Rangers score, too. Got to keep the Rangers going in the background. Oh, my gosh. The first period, the Rangers are already losing 2-0. Already losing 2-0. This is like started out the other day. Halak is in goal. He's given up 2 goals on 9 shots. Oh, boy. And Halak needed to start tonight because Igor's had a rough game against Vancouver, even though he won. And he had a really rough start the last night, giving up 4 goals on 12 shots in the first period. So, but even though he shut the house down second and third period, Igor's had a little bit of a rough time the last couple of games. Anyway, they're losing 2-0 right now. Rocco, come on, dude. Make up your mind. You want to go to bed? You want to stay over here? What's up? Where am I at? Manav, going to watch the India versus Australia match next, Anthony, with my dad and brother. That's nice, Manav. I like that you have a good relationship with your family, Manav. You always speak very highly of things you're doing with your family, Manav. That's awesome, man. I love it. Here comes the wise man, Paul Heyman, with Roman Reigns. Here's my predictions. If the Usos do stay home, Solo Sikoa is still around. Kevin Owens may come out to help Sami. There's going to be some mess, and we know it, guys. We know it. Manav, you up, Anthony, Australia? You guys are talking about your cricket. Lockport, with WrestleMania being in Hollywood this year, I'm hoping Cena or The Rock make an appearance. Me too, man. Isn't WrestleMania a 2-day event? They got to make an appearance. John Cena teaming up with Kevin Owens recently was awesome to watch on the Friday Night SmackDown. That was great. Well, here we go. Here comes Roman. Yeah, Rocco, if you notice, Rocco, Bulldog, very good. He's upset with the Rangers. The minute I mentioned the score, he started flipping out. Yep, started flipping out. Bruin, Rocco, yeah. Bruin's an OG. He already knows how he can get. He knows. The OGs have been around with me a while now. They all know Rocco. Here he comes again. I see him on the screen coming up behind me right now. He gets antsy when he first wake up. He gets antsy. He wants to be petted. He wants to be taken out. I was hoping he'd make it asleep to the end of the match, but he didn't. He didn't make it to the end, but we only got about a half an hour to go. Featherstone, Cena's currently in Melbourne filming. Oh, did he? I didn't even know that. Wow. Maybe he won't be at WrestleMania. But WrestleMania is in April. He might be back by then. Lockport, Cena is in WWE 2K23 video game that just got released. He's in it. Isn't he also on the cover? I think he's on the cover also. Bond, Gary the Goat saved the day. Bruin, Rock was right about it. Oh, hell yeah, he's spoiled as hell. That's all me. That's all my fault. Hey, come on, Rocco, chill. Come here. That's the problem. I spoil him, and this is the payback I get because he gets very antsy when he's down here. And when he's not sleeping, this is when I do late night. When I get to late night games, he's normally knocked out for the night. But when he wakes up and hears me in here, then he comes around the corner. You'll see him come around the corner, which you guys do, from his bed, and he starts in because I'm usually not down here this late. Usually not. Usually the games are over by now. So then he sees me and he's like, oh, Daddy's down here. That's what's up, Daddy the doormat. He doesn't do this to Rock. He doesn't do this to her. Trust and believe he does not do this to her. She tells him to go to bed. He goes to bed. When I tell him to go to bed, this is what I get. He stands here like, yeah, no, Dad. Nope, you're going to be petting me. Yep. So Bruin, yeah, Rock was right about him being spoiled. He's very spoiled. That's all my fault. Lockport, sorry on the game. Yeah, he's on the game cover. So he's in the game. I mean, you were right, Lockport. He's still in the game. So all good. All good. Here, dude. Come on. I may have distracted him I might get 5 minutes out of that. Can't blame him for spoiling him. I spoiled all the pets I had. Yeah, Bruin, I can't help it. That's what I've been my whole life. When I was a kid, I used to bring home stray dogs, and my mother would be like, oh, we can't keep them because we got to find out whose dog it is. Here he comes. So that's what we did growing up. What? Looks like he's going to be watching the match with me on my lap. He's going to be joining us because otherwise he'll be barking the whole time. Yeah, you get a pet. You got to spoil them. They're not around for very long. Come on, Rocco. Come on. Rocco's going to be joining us for the rest of the wrestling tonight. That's where he wants to be, and that's what he's going to do because he demands it, and that's it. He wins. Rocco wins. With Rock, he doesn't win with Rock. He wins with me. He doesn't, because she doesn't spoil him. I do. Come on, Sam. The opening takes forever. Like, Roman took 10 minutes to get down to the ring, and now Sammy's going to take 10, 15 minutes to get down to the ring. The one thing I've always had with wrestling when the main match comes up, they drag out the opening way too long. Takes like 20 minutes to get it. It's like the last 2 minutes in football or basketball. The last 2 minutes does what? Takes 20 minutes to a half an hour to get done. Just opening this up takes forever. Just get the match on. They take forever walking in. That's one thing about wrestling throughout all the years. All the years in wrestling, that's the one thing I never got down with, man, is how long it takes for the main match to get going. You know? For the main match to get going, this is what we watch for 20 minutes, them walking slowly down the catwalk, staring at each other, going around, looking at all that. I never liked that about the wrestling. Because the match itself is going to be a long match. Why does the intro have to be long? Manab, what's up, Rocco? Yep, there you go. What's up, Rocco? There you go. Way back. He's not hungry. He already ate. He's not hungry. Trust and believe. He just wants to be spoiled right now. He woke up. He sees me down here with him. When no one's down here, he'll be fine. He'll wake up and go right back to sleep. But right now, he sees people down here. He loves the company, and that's what he wants. And remember, we had another dog, Max. Max passed away last year. That was his partner for over 12 years. Max was 15, so he was with him for at least 10 of those 15 years. He's 11, so it wouldn't be 12 years. But whatever the case, he lost his buddy last year. So since then, he's been a lot more vocal, and when he likes a lot more attention and people around. So, Gunner, be happy Rocco isn't huge. My dogs are 70 pounds and 120. Try to act as lap dog. And they want to be lap dogs? No way. Growing up, we grew up in my house with German Shepherds, man, and there was I would never be able to put one of those in my lap. Rocco gets a little heavy at times. He's only 18 pounds, but he does get heavy. Featherstone, I lost my Alaskan monk. Oh, she died on her 11th birthday. Their family are worth spoiling. Yes, they are. Max was with us 15 years, and he rode the country with me. He was my trucking dog. Max was in the truck with me, and I miss him all the time. And I hated doing the Grim Reaper march to the vet. I really was praying that he would pass away at home. Going to the vet with your dog is the worst, the absolute worst. But he had no quality of life left. His kidneys were complete. Both his kidneys failed. He couldn't do anything. He just laid there. He had a doggy diaper, the whole thing. He had no quality of life left. It's horrible. But that's part of the deal when you get a dog. In the end, it's horrible. That was the worst day of my life. I hated going there. He was a big part of this family, Rock, all of us. So I feel your pain on that, Featherstone. We do. We're horrible. So Max is with us. We had him cremated. He's in ashes. We have pictures around his area and the whole thing. So he's still with us. Still with us. Well, here we go. Still trying to get the match taking off. I said Roman Reigns was coming into the ring. I said that 15 minutes ago. Literally, it was 10:14 when I said that. Roman Reigns is coming in. It's 10:36 right now. Almost a full 20 minutes of these guys walking into the ring. It's like 20 minutes of them just walking into the ring. I've always had a problem with that. It's like the match itself is going to be a mess. The match itself is going to have all types of ups and downs, and who knows who's coming in, who's not coming in, all of that. The match itself is already long, so why make the introduction long? 10:14, they started coming in. 10:37, they're now just getting underway. 25 minutes to get it going. Here we go, finally. Here we go, Rocco. Here we go. Yes, 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 yes. We all know Sammy's not winning this. They don't want WrestleMania Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn. You guys know it, and I know it. But we know that this match is going to be very entertaining with a whole bunch of who knows what's going to happen. But one thing we do know is that he's not going to lose. Roman's not going to lose. Will Roman lose to Cody Rhodes, though, at WrestleMania? That may happen. Eventually, Roman's got to lose these belts. He's been holding on to them too long, and he hasn't been defending them all the time. So it's time that he's got to lose these belts. And maybe losing to Cody Rhodes might be the ticket. Might be the ticket. Featherstone, I could have done that, but taking him out is more than just that. If I had taken him out, I did that once in between periods of a Ranger game. And do you know that he was outside so long? I took him out before between the Bruins Islanders game when I took that third period off. I took him out then. He'll be able to go out right after this match, which still, by the way, hasn't started yet. Now they're just staring at each other. It still hasn't started. It still hasn't started. Now, this is what they're doing right now. They're looking at the crowd. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Another 5 minutes of that. 5 minutes of them just standing and looking at each other in the ring and looking at the crowd. 5 minutes of this. This is where I get annoyed. I'm annoyed at how long this takes to get it going. The match itself is already going to be long. It's already going to be long. Hey, there's Daddy always answering the call. Give him a snack, right? Come on, man. I just won't do it when he's barking because then he'll think that's the way to be. So, anyway, he wins. Cody Rhodes interfering, then it becomes a three-way challenge. That's an interesting take way back. That's an interesting take. I think Kevin Owens may come out or Solo Sikoa may come out. If the Usos aren't here, remember, Solo is not technically a part of the Usos tag team. So he may have told the Usos to stay home, but not Solo. And Kevin Owens, again, could be a part of it. Who knows? Bulldog, Rocco's grumpy. Nah, that's the way he is when he wakes up. Featherstone, loving the chant. Yeah. The crowd is chanting too. But here we go. Almost a half an hour. It's 10:41. 10:41. Almost a half an hour of them just walking in. Almost a half hour. Unnecessary. Finally, they're going at it. Finally. Sami Zayn has zero body frame to consider himself a wrestler. I mean, like, he has no muscle tone at all. Anthony, way I could describe my dog is he was a big ball of love. There you go. Oh, yeah, come on. The dogs are awesome. They're very loving, man. Part of the family the whole way, man. I love Rocco to death. He can, he gets on the barking, but he, like I said, I'm the only one in the house that does that too. He does it. He tries with Rock and our kids when Dez is here or Jordan, but it doesn't usually work. Bulldog. I love my first Bulldog. Love my current Bulldog. Nice. Should. That's what they're there for. Come on, Sami. Let's go. Roman's on him. Sami reversed. Sami in the headlock. Sami has him in a headlock right now, but let's see. Roman throwing Sami off the ropes. Elbow back in the face. There you go. Let's go, Roman. Come on. This is a very boring start to the match. I'm sorry. This is terrible. This is terrible so far. They do a couple of moves, and then they just walk around the ring and walk around the ring and then stare at the crowd. This is a very boring opening. I'm sorry. This is terrible. This is terrible so far. Terrible. Forget about the intros. I'm talking about the match itself right now. It's incredibly boring. They do a move or two and then walk around the ring for 20 minutes. It's really annoying right now. Here we go. Sami back on Roman. Sami throws Roman out of the ring. Sami Zayn backflip off the top rope onto Roman outside on the catwalk. Samy Zayn on the second rope has Roman in the corner, and he's pounding on his head right now. Come on, Sam. Right now, this is a terrible match. I'm sorry. This is terrible so far. Terrible. The moves are terrible. It's terrible. Every move, they have to stop and stall. Every move, they have to stop and do this. It's too much of it. It's too much. Right now, this is a terrible match. Uppercut by Roman on Samy. Oh, Bon, time to celebrate. Yeah, Bon Scott. Wow, he died today, right? Bon Scott did die today, right? What is that, 1982, 81, somewhere around there? Samy thrown out of the ring. Hey, a guy right in the front row has a huge Roman Sucks t-shirt right in the front row. Looking right at him right now. That's funny. Sabres scored 1-0. Nice. 1-0 Sabres. There you go. Bulldogs a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. There you go, AC/DC. Brad, no way. Yeah, Roman's not losing this. Are you kidding me? There's no way Samy Zayn and Cody Rhodes square off at WrestleMania. No way. It's Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This here is they had to slap something together for tonight, and I guess this is the way they wanted to go with the Samy Zayn. I do like the way the Bloodline storyline goes, though. I do like the storyline. But the thing I don't like about Roman being champion for as long as he's been champion, all right? I don't recall any other champion taking the time between every big match, every title match Roman's a part of, all the way back to SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar, whatever you want to pick, since he's been champion. They're always drawn out matches. They take forever to get going, head of the table stuff for 20 minutes, staring at the crowd, taking a 20-minute walk down the catwalk. I don't remember any other champion. Yes, they've all stalled and done the openings. Not as long as this. Again, these guys are doing a couple of moves and then walking around the ring for 5 minutes. Right now, this is the worst match of the night. Worst match of the night so far. And every Roman Reigns match isn't bad, but they all open the same way with drawn-out openings. 43 years ago today, Featherstone. 43. Oh, so it was 1980. So I was close. I thought it was 82. So I was close. All right. Manav, you were born in 1980. I was 10 years old in 1980. I was 10. Bond, way back. Play ain't no fun waiting around. Be a millionaire. I was playing my guitar last night. Nice. Undertaker had the longest entrance. He did. He did have a long entrance. He did. But once the match got started, there was no delays like this. Roman Reigns drags out everything. And he's been champion forever. He's too long now. He's been champion too long. Too long. But his whole persona, everything takes forever. And The Undertaker was entertaining when he came out. It was different. Roman Reigns just walks and stands there. Like right now, 2 punches on Samy, and now he's looking at the crowd again. It's too much. It's too much of this. It's dragged out too long. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, there wasn't a lot of that when they squared off at SummerSlam. But lately, Roman has been getting worse and worse. Too much delays in the matches. Featherstone, they don't have the ring craft. They don't have the ring craft of the old guys. Like Bulldog said, Undertaker had the longest entrance. He did, but it didn't feel the same way as Roman's long entrances. Roman's long entrances are boring. The Undertaker, just his aura, the Undertaker's presence alone made that happen, man, made that entertaining. But once he got in there, that match was on. Look at Roman. Now he just threw Samy around on the catwalk, and now he's talking to the crowd. It's too much. It's too much, man. It's getting irritating, and Roman needs to lose. But I don't even dislike Roman Reigns. I like the bloodline. I like the idea of the bloodline. It just, when his matches come out now, I'm noticing, and they're not even great match. Like, he's wrestling Sami Zayn. We know he's winning that. Drew McIntyre went to his own country. Normally, the WWE, when a wrestler wrestles in their own country, they generally win it. McIntyre clashed at the Castle. I knew he wasn't winning that. Roman hasn't had, besides Brock Lesnar lately, hasn't really had much competition that you think he may lose. The last one I really thought he was going to lose was against Lesnar at SummerSlam. I really thought that's the one he was going to lose. But then after that, he was going to fight Drew McIntyre after that. Drew McIntyre was I still can't get him out of my mind that he was a member of one of the worst stables ever, 3MB. Heath Slater, Jinder Mahal, and Drew McIntyre. 3MB, all due respect to Spirit Squad, to me was the worst wrestling stable ever. So Drew McIntyre, to me, I still associate him with 3MB. Because I knew he wasn't going to beat Roman. There's really been no real challenges for Roman Reigns, and they dragged this things out with him too much. Right now, this match is uneventful to me. It's uneventful. Samy with a big clothesline on Roman. Lockport, Sting had the best entrance. Sting had a really good entrance. Sting did. Bulldog, Lockport says that The Undertaker had the best entrance. So you say Sting, he says Undertaker. Oh! Samy knocked Roman out of the ring. So he should celebrate this for 10 more minutes. I can't help it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm already irritated with this match. I'm already irritated with it. Manav, I was born in India. Nice, Manav. Featherstone, Dead Man's entrance sped up once he got a motorbike. Yes, it did speed up, didn't it? It did. Bulldog, Capitals are on the board, 4-1 Hurricanes. No, I need the Hurricanes to lose that, but I don't think they will. Anthony, are we doing football tips this season in here? Roman is down. Sammy's going to the top turnbuckle. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Roman catches him on the turnbuckle. Catches him. Peso, I miss Daniel Bryan. Did you like the tag team Hell No, him and Kane? I didn't like Kane's character as they unmasked him and made him more of a personable guy. I liked Kane better when he was all Red Death, and Undertaker's brother, that whole thing. I liked it better then. Roman going for the suplex off the top rope or middle rope. Let's say middle rope of Samy. Samy with the rope, power bombed him. He power bombed him. Got the 2 count on Roman. Got the 2. Lockport, it's hard to argue the Dead Man's entrance. The Hitman was my personal favorite. Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, yeah. When he gave the shades to the kids, that was cool. Bret the Hitman Hart was an awesome wrestler, awesome with the crowd. That's what you got to do if you're going to be in the WWE. You got to be entertaining for the crowd, or they're not going to warm up to you. And if they don't warm up to you, even if McMahon or Triple H is pushing your character, if the crowd doesn't warm up to your character and you don't build that for yourself, you're going to be done in the WWE. If you can't sell yourself after they big you up, you're going to be done, or you're going to be a jobber. They're just going to knock you down to being a jobber. That's what's going to happen. Oh, power slam back to Samy. Roman power slam Samy. Bond, the tipping app isn't up yet. Well done, Bond. I think most of us will be. I think you guys started to explain this tipping app to me, which I don't know what it is. I think you guys started explaining it to me, and I don't remember what it is. Here we go, Roman again. Going around for the crowd acceptance, going around accepting the crowd. That's what I mean. I'm getting a little over the Roman Reigns title, holding it forever. Rocco, chill, dude. Come on, man. Come on, buddy. Come on. Sammy's got Roman in position. He's going to try to spear him? No. Roman got him back with a Superman punch. Samy stays alive. Stays alive. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Samy was coming up to try to spear Roman, and he got a Superman punch back. It's got to open up soon, Bond, because it's only 25 days to go. Not a fan. I'm not a big fan of Roman Reigns anymore. I was with the Shield. I have a Bloodline t-shirt because I like the Bloodline aspect, but it's getting dragged out now. The story is going on too long. The Sami Zayn, I like the aspect they threw in that. That was cool. But it just seems the longer Roman has the belt, like right now, again, it's just too much theatrics. Too much theatrics. It's overdone too much. Roman's setting up for the spear right now. Samy missed the spear. Got the 2 count for Samy. Got the 2 count. Wow, Zayn just powerbombed him back into the turnbuckle. Suplexed him into the turnbuckle. Wow. Sammy's imitating the super punch right now. Oh, he super punched Roman. He pulled it off. They pulled it off. Samy with the kick to the face. No way. No way. No way. 2 count. We knew it was going to be the 2 count. We knew it was going to be the 2 count. Bruin, Rocco's, yeah, he's in rare form tonight. He's usually not. He usually doesn't keep it going this long, man. He's been going. He might have to go back outside. He probably has to go back outside because he never keeps it going this long. Usually like 5-10 minutes and then he goes back to bed. He's in rare form right now, so he probably has to go outside, which, judging by the time, this should be over pretty soon anyway. Manav, good night, Johnny and Dweller's about to watch the cricket game. All right, Manav, always appreciate the support, brother. I'll be back on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, which will be 4 o'clock your time in Cali, Manav. So I'll see you 7 o'clock. Winnipeg Jets, New York Rangers, right here in the basement. Night, Manav. Roman Reigns rolls out of the ring. Now they're both outside the ring. Samy going at him. Uppercut by Roman. Now Sammy's hanging off the ropes. Huge uppercut by Roman.
Roman just took the wind out of Samy Zayn's sails. Allows the champion valuable time to regroup.
All right, so here's Roman walking around the ring now. We got to do a lap around the ring before we do anything again. Here he comes. Samy moved out of the way and threw him to the boards, man. Beautiful move by Samy. Beautiful move. Samy throwing Roman back in the ring. Roman missed the Superman. Samy with the power bomb. Got the 2 count. Got the 2 count. Can you hear it way back? Really? Way back. Yeah, it is. I didn't know you could hear it. That's interesting. I usually keep it at the same level. I didn't know you could hear it. Thanks for the heads up, way back. No idea you could hear that. Bruin, I know I just saw you comment. Oh, Manav. Yeah, Manav, you said goodnight to everybody and you're still here. That's okay. You can still be here. Featherstone, another glass official. Oh, man. No joke. No joke. Oh, way back. Thanks for the heads up. You guys always got to give me a heads up. That's why you see that space back there next to Andre Vasilevsky, Sidagoli photos, but there's a big space there between the pictures because you can see the reflection off games on that. That's why I take it down. That's why that big space is there, because you can see the reflection on the games. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the ref. Come on. Manav, I was born in Mumbai. My grandmother and grandfather lived in New Delhi. Oh, nice. Yeah, of course, the ref is out. This is the one thing they do a lot in these championship matches. They do a lot. They do a lot of that. Right, the ref's out. Roman's out. He could have counted to 10. This is story. That's a part of these acts that they've never changed over the decades. So now this is where all the stuff's going to start. People are going to start coming out. People are going to start helping. Here we go. Hey, there you go. The Usos are already in. Here we go. The minute the ref goes down, all the stuff starts. And here we go. Usos are in. Roman's still out. Now the beat up on Samy show is about to begin for the next 20 minutes. 20 minutes to a half an hour of Samy getting beaten down. Watch. Here we go. I still predict Kevin Owens is going to come out. Kevin Owens will come out to help Sami Zayn. Watch. Jimmy Uso is out there right now. Oh, he pulled Roman. Oh, 2, 3. Sami saved it. Sami still, he only got the 2 count. Oh, man. Jimmy just pulled Roman on Sami, and Sami still got out from under the 2 count. Roman's talking crap to Sami right now, trying to figure out what's going on. Now they're hitting each other. Who else is going to come out? Roman's got him. Headbutted him. Roman's going off on Sami right now. Sami just punched him back in the face. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep it rolling. Sami taking advantage now and stomping on Roman in the corner. Roman just slid out of the ring. Just slid out of the ring to regroup. He's regrouping. Sami now going after. Oh, Roman speared Sami. Sami got out of it after a 2 count. Roman speared him. Remember when Roman speared somebody? That was it. It was over. Super punch, Superman punch at a spear, and it was over. Sami still has life. I figured the spear right there was going to be it. Wow, I didn't think Sami was going to get out of that last spear at all. Not at all. What is Samy doing? He's pushing up on Roman like he wants to be forgiven or something. He probably wants to be forgiven and still stay a part of the being an honorary Uce. I don't know what's going on right now. They're just sitting there next to each other. Samy is curled over and Roman's yelling at him. Now he smacked him. Smacked him again. Samy's on his knees. Roman's smacking him. Oh, Samy slapped him back. Now it's a slapping fight. Oh, Roman Superman punched the ref, which means Samy should be. Oh, Samy's down. And the referee is out again. Both guys are laid out on the mat. I got to tell you, I've seen Roman Reigns in better matches than this. This one is not that great. It's really not. This match right now is not that great. It's just really not. And I'm not even talking about the entrance anymore. I'm talking about the match itself. The match itself, it almost seems forced at this point to try to make something work. It's just not working. Just not working. Bulldog, I don't understand AFL. I want to learn about it. Dude, I've done a lot of, do what I'm doing. I did a lot of videos on the AFL, man, learning it. Just learning it. Well, here comes Jimmy and Jey Uso. I told you they'd come out and start hitting chairs and would. Jay's out. He's the one that wouldn't turn on Sami Zayn. And now this is the part of the match everybody's waiting for. The end, when everybody starts coming out. Now is Jay going to start beating on Sami, which he refused to do. Remember a couple weeks ago, he refused to beat on him. Roman's telling Jay, either you're with us or you're with him. Who's it going to be? Peso, end of the bloodline. Yes, I hope so. Yeah, it could be the end of the. They're going to have to do something with this bloodline. They're going to have to do something. They're holding the belts way too long, and they don't defend them. And when they do defend them, they don't really go up against really worthy opponents. Yes, Roman's gone up against some worthy opponents, but not all of them. His last few opponents really haven't been anything like, wow, maybe Roman will lose that. That's why I'm thinking of WrestleMania. There's a strong possibility Cody Rhodes could win this thing. Bringing up a Cody Rhodes name is huge. Now, again, I thought Brock Lesnar was going to take over the belt back at SummerSlam. You see how much is not going on in the ring right now that I could sit here, look at the camera, and talk to you guys? Because there's still nothing going on over there. Nothing but standing around. It's 11:08 where I'm at. 10:14 is when this started. And in the past 55 minutes, there hasn't been a hell of a lot of action. Standing around. There's more in that 55 minutes. There's at least 40 minutes of nothing. At least. And yeah, I'm complaining. Roman just smacked Jay. Here we go. Oh, Sami Zayn went for the spear on Roman. He moved and he hit Jay. Oh, now Roman hit Sami with the chair. Here we go. He is beating him down with the chair, beating him down. It's an amazing sport to watch. AFL is amazing to watch. It's no pads, there's no flags or pens that you would think you would see. Like in the NFL, if the NFL speared on Sami, no refs, so this will be a 50 count, 5-0 count. Oh, here comes the ref. 1, 2. Sami's out. It's done. Now, let's see what happens. It is, well, it is more vicious than the NFL, but it's not as vicious as you think. It's a great athleticism, great game. The guys are super cardio shape. It's not as they got big hits in there, yes, and they're vicious because they don't wear pads. But it's more about the game than the hits. I promise you, it's more about the game than the hits. It's true. Most of the AFL videos I've done are not on hits; they're on the game or famous players from the game. Bond, but in the AFL we have that's Specky. The Specky is the greatest play in any sport that I watch. The Specky is my favorite play. I love the Specky. Love it. Oh, here we go. Like I told you guys, now the Usos are beating on Samy, beating them up. Now, this happening at the end of the Royal Rumble was like astronomical. It was freaking like, what is going on? What did I tell you? Kevin Owens coming out. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Who knows their WWE? Who knows their WWE? Right here. I told you Kevin Owens would be coming out. I knew it. Sami Zayn has stood by Kevin Owens for too long. Too long. He had to come out. I knew he was going to come out. I didn't get everything right tonight. But I got that right. I got Theory right. I got Asaka right. I got Brock Lesnar wrong. I thought that was going to be a draw. Oh, stunner. Now, here's my next prediction, guys. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be going for a tag team title match versus the Usos. I guarantee it. Power slam. Oh, Kevin Owens just power slammed him through the announcer's table. Here comes Kevin Owens into the ring with the chair. And he's going to start. Oh, Paul Heyman's going after Kevin Owens. Paul Heyman's punching Kevin Owens in the back. I remember when Brock Lesnar F5'd Heyman through the announcer's table at SummerSlam. Like, this is the real match after the match. We already knew this was what it was about. Kevin Owens just kicked. The bloodline is breaking down. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns is in the corner by himself. I'm telling you, it's going to be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens tag team versus the Usos for the title match. Guaranteed. Looks like that's it, guys, but I'm not sure. Last time after the Royal Rumble, I cut it off a little too early because I thought it was over when, the Usos came out, and I cut it off a little too early, and I kept going. But now, that looks like it. I just want to make sure that's it before I end the stream. Right now, it's Kevin Owens and Sami out there. Sammy's still in the ring. Kevin Owens is on the catwalk. But let's see if that's really it. It's wrestling. We never trust that everything's over. Sammy's still in the middle of the ring. I'm just making sure, guys. I'm about to end the stream. I'll be back on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the Rangers and the Winnipeg Jets. That's the next one I'm doing, Monday. I'm about to end the stream, but I don't want to end it and then something still happens. Sammy's still in the middle of the ring. Well, that's it, guys. That's it. That's the end. That's the end of the match, guys. Decent night overall. The last match I really didn't care for too much. It was a little boring. The Reigns, Sami Zayn, it was a little boring. I think it's a little boring because some of these things they're doing, they've already been doing for the past month or two. They've already been doing this, going after Sami going after them last couple of weeks, and then they running the same thing at the end. So that there was probably the second worst match of the night because Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley started out great, and then they just ended it. Like, they just ended it. They disqualified Brock too quickly. Like, it just ended too quickly. That should have been a match a lot better than that. Bobby Lashley, I'd like to see get a shot at Roman Reigns. Let's bring Bobby Lashley in there. Bring another competitor in there that can actually take the belt. Not guys like Sami Zayn. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here, all right? It's been a long day. I started at 5 o'clock. I started over 6 hours ago with the Bruins game. Took 45 minutes off or whatever it was and then did all this. So, guys, I'm off tomorrow. I will see you guys on Monday. Thank you for supporting the channel. Subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next stream Monday. Winnipeg Jets, New York Rangers. Let's bring it. I'll see you all then. I'm out.